This is ridiculous. Alright, my pippies. I'm having some YouTube issues. I thought it was my internet connection, but it's actually YouTube glitching. This happened once before. Alright, just wait for everybody to come in. What the heck? YouTube. I'm sorry, Bibs. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come into this one. YouTube's glitching. I don't know what happened. I thought it was my internet connection, but it's just like a YouTube error. I don't know. I'm sorry, babies. It's very frustrating. Okay, let me get into my studio, YouTube studio. Figure it out, Bill. Figure it out. All right, baby. Sorry about that. YouTube's like totally glitching on me recently when I'm doing the lives. It just interrupts the live at some point and then it won't let me continue. So I had to redo this. I had to open a new one. Okay, so let me just get the description box in order. And then we'll talk about the magic and we'll do your questions, babies. Okay. That was so silly. Shocking. Okay. I don't know what happened, Chris. YouTube is glitching. Yeah, Eclipse vibes. I was eclipsed by your beauty, Bibbies. You're too beautiful. YouTube stopped. YouTube told me there was an error. It was saying you were too beautiful, so we had to stop the live. Joe, she's back. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I don't know what it is about YouTube. They're always like fiddling with things. It's just like it kicks me out sometimes when I do the lives now, and I have to start again. Bernard Simons. I can't remember. You know what, Bibbies? I can't remember now if Bernard is my stalker or not. Is that you? Bernard, I'm sorry. My stalker, this is my previous stalker. So insignificant. I actually forgot which aliases he uses, but I think it's one of yours. I think it's you, Bibbies. But if you're not, like, apologies, baby. But also, you know, it's a compliment. Oh, it's Sermons. I think that's him. Yeah, I have a stalker, Chris. More than one, actually. Yeah, that's what I thought, Bernard Sermons. That's who you are. Yeah. You know what, Bernard? You should be ashamed of yourself. Actually, I'm not even going to acknowledge the plankton. I'll just eliminate it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, just give me a second. I'll kick out. I just need to do everything. Blue Angel's got to do everything. I got to get rid of my own stalkers. Okie dokie. Pickety pokey. What a douche flute. Okay. Oh, Carla, you're back. Thank the Lord. How many stockings do you got? I think Bernard's had some kind of a personality change because he's actually pretending. He's now pretending to be someone else. Like, I know who you are, Bernard. Stop it. A disgruntled. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, but I prefer to, you know, I block my own stalkers. What a, oh my god. Anyway, he's such old news. I was just saying to a friend of mine that, like, he gave up and here he is. Yeah, he does need removing, Joe. Thank you, babies. My gosh. There's actually a club of disgruntled, low vibrational masculine energies out there. They should all like form a little club of like why I'm a, you know, why I don't take BS from idiots. Okay. You know, he's the one who's trying to intimidate me, trying to get me to shut down my channel and stuff like that. Because, you know, he couldn't get what he wanted in real life. Okay. Anyways. Thank you, Joe, my baby. Okay, we're going to get to your readings now, my babies. I'm going to tell you what the order is. I'm just going to go in the PayPal. Okay, that was like... But it's, you know, Mercury retrograde energy, so all the stalkers are coming back, the OG stalkers. You know, Pluto energy, people coming up from the underworld and stuff like that. But also, this is why Scorpio is indestructible, you know, particularly if you have Scorpio on the ascendant, a lot of people will naturally, there's something about Scorpio that challenges people too. And if you're a woman, a lot of men will be very challenged by you and they will try and dominate you. Let me know in the comments, babies, if this is your experience as a Scorpio baby. Alright. Exes too, yeah, knew me. Yeah, they never give up. Yeah, Rebecca, he does have one, but like, whatever. Okay. So let's do your PayPal questions, and then we'll talk about, you know, manifesting the good stuff, manifesting abundance and Pluto energy, how Pluto can help your magic, and you know why, it's this whole thing of like, you know, Scorpio energy, people always trying to challenge you, bring you down a peg or two and stuff like that. Scorpio just is, it is eternal. All right, let's see. All right, my biz. Who has a stalker in the house? You know, we all have stalkers, just some of them don't tell us, you know, like, and haters are fans. Everybody knows that. Stalkers are fans. All right, my biz. Stalkers are fans. Yes, we're doing the readings now, Chris, baby. Oh, Valentino Gaming, and my kisses love you. Yeah, Carla, stand your ground always. Always. Okay. Okay. I think Jonea is not in the house, but let me just double check because she sent in her question beforehand. So Jonea, my darling, also thank you for the tip, Jonea. Let me know if you're here. If you're not here, I'm going to push you back a little bit. So I'll just deal with people in the live right now because maybe she can join us a little bit later. And if not, I'll just do her question last as a little special. Michael, hi. Okay, so if Jonea is not in the house, this is the order. We got Ellen, then we got Rebecca, then we got Chris, then we got Carla, and that's it so far. So we got like a few questions in. How does that sound for my bit biz? That sound correct? Correct? All right. All right, so let's start with a question. Ellen is here. Awesome. So let's do your question, Ellen. I'm just going to open the email. We'll start with Ellen, then we'll do some chit chat, then we'll go to Rebecca and Chris. Let me just pull up your question, my baby. But yeah, also as a Scorpio, you will find that, you know, even though like a lot of challenges come your way, there will be a lot of divine justice working on your side. So very often Scorpios can have more friends on the other side than they do in this lifetime. Although it depends on your other placements. People always think I'm not a Scorpio because I'm like a social butterfly and have loads of friends, like travel the world. I like know people and I'm, like very sociable person, very like Libra-esque or like Gemini-esque. But I got I got placements into, they're my placements too. Even though I'm such a strong Scorpion, but you can be two things at the same time. But ultimately, when it comes to real friends, they have come from the. I have some amazing friends in this lifetime, but also in times of crisis, in my story, before I knew those people, I had the spirits were my friends, and they always will be. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ellen. All right, Ellen, I got your question. Do you want me to read it out loud or do you want me to just take a look? Like a general, you want me to do a general summary? Okay, we'll look at your energy with this eclipse. Okay, so Ellen wants to know if a particular person is still in her energy. So we got a little bit. Is the people still in the energy and what's coming through in this eclipse season, in this eclipse energy from them? Let me turn off the aircon now. What's the energy with this person? Yeah, I see this person still in your energy, definitely thinking about you. He's there. But so tragic. Why so tragic? So much tragedy, like, attached to him. It's all like, look, is he in the energy? The Nine of Cups, yes. But you feel it, so don't question yourself, Ellen. Don't question yourself like that. And you know, but it's like, fulfilled. It's almost like thinking about you is fulfilling in itself. This is someone who has, attachment issues or like, issues with vulnerability. It's so much better to keep to oneself and like pretend nothing is happening. Yeah, you do feel it. That's the point. Maybe he knows, maybe he has that insight. Maybe he knows that you feel it. Maybe he knows you feel it. That's why he's manifesting that, but he's manifesting it on the astral plane more, or like, the psychic plane, than he is like through action, because it's more comfortable. He's uncomfortable. The feelings, so much better to have feelings and hide them or put them behind you than like give the cups. Like this person, this is the Nine of Cups. This, every reader has like the one card where everyone loves it and you're like, I don't like this guy. I don't like this card because I don't like this person very much, because they just this is the person who has everything they ever wanted, but they're not sharing it. This is, the loneliness of a rich, lonely person. It's the loneliness of celebrity, the loneliness of the lack of vulnerability. This abundance is a trap. Could be, selfish energy, no. He's quiet, he's silent, he's, hoping. I think he thinks about you, like right now, and the Pluto energy is bringing in insights. He might be thinking about you more and trying to like figure out like what you're doing. He might be asking about, it's like a little bird is telling him something, he's asking about you, or he's inquiring about you, or he's looking at your social media, or like trying to find something out. A message is on the mind, but there's the Tower crowning the energy. So what came up for Pluto in the Scorpio, reading. The grounding energy here is just like someone just failing, you know? And remember that fire that came up before, you know? It's like he's just like stuck in something, you know? This is that past life connection, the fire, the fall, but it's repeating. It's almost like the lesson that he could have learned, or like, you know, that he's trying to work through, that Pluto was trying to help him with the Scorpio here. He just doesn't get it. He's gonna like this. He knows the connection is falling through his fingers and that he should have saved it this time because there was some kind of a separation in the past, but he's not able to do it. It's fallen through his fingers. He's not taking a risk. But the tower will fall regardless because he thinks that love is a fall and a risk. But what's going to happen with him, this eclipse, so this whole year, something's going to fall for him. He's going to realize that he lost something again, that he could have prevented the loss. And I don't think he really recognizes yet. Something is coming his way that's going to teach him that karmic lesson. But it's like, it's nothing to, you know, you can't prevent that. This is just his karma. He's going to come into something that's unpleasant, and he's in darkness anyway, always, but something is going to happen to him psychically or in the material world that's going to topple his reality for him, and he's going to realize just how much he lost through inaction. Yeah, but you know what, Ellen, it's the same old crazy energy from him. And you know what's at issue is communication and not doing that. What's at issue is starting something and not doing it. Inaction. This knight is not moving. And again, lessons from Pluto. Not, you know, not acting. What is within is not manifesting without. And Pluto is trying to push him into that direction, but also warning from Pluto, if you don't do the work, then Scorpio will topple you. The Lord of, he is the, I mean, look, it's Pluto, it's the Lord of the darkness. The darkness will topple you. If you don't give, you know, if you don't give attention to what is happening in the hidden realms, in the darkness, in the psychic realm, in the unconscious, in his inner knowing, his intuition, if you don't listen to it, eventually you're going to fall into the very darkness you were afraid to gaze into. He's very trapped in himself. The Eight of Swords. He's very trapped in himself. This is what you look like to him, the Nine of Pentacles, you know, that's his whole energy right now. And Pluto is like, you know, you got everything. You don't need him. You know, you don't need anybody. It's just too much trouble. Like, he likes to admire you from afar. He thinks about you. He checks in on you, but it's from afar because it's too much of a risk. What can he offer you anyway? That's always the thinking. What's the point? But it doesn't matter because Pluto's going to come through. There's some kind of a lesson. It's like eclipse to eclipse. So in the next season, second part of the year, it's going to experience something. Maybe in Scorpio season. He can still change course though. But there's lessons coming for him regarding inaction, and he's definitely thinking about you right now. And it's also Mercury retrograde, so you know that communication is an issue. I think he thinks a lot about communicating with you, and then he stops himself because he's not taking an action. Yeah. The issue though, I think he's never going to leave the energy alone because he likes this. He's enjoying this. Look, I mean, he's all by himself thinking. Just thinking. It's enough for him. But that's his challenge in this life anyway. I feel like inaction, defeatism, and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like it is the same messages as well, Ellen. Junkster B, hi. Apollo 11, hi. Is he social? I mean, he might be social, but he's alone. He's always alone because he doesn't show himself, his true self. He doesn't show his heart. He doesn't share his soul. He doesn't do any of that. What a douche flute. Let's see. What is he doing? I think he might be like social for show, like King of Swords. So I think he's chatty. I think he might go places, but it's like quick in, quick out, like nothing substantial, very superficial. And what he's actually doing right now is the Five of Pentacles, feeling abandonment, feeling loss, you know, Pluto, you know, he's just not feeling good. He's abandoning himself right now. That's what he's busy doing. He's dealing with something not so nice. And you know that mother issue at the bottom of the deck, the Empress. He's just dealing with his own demons all the time. He can't trust people. He feels like people will abandon him or reject him. He feels on the outside, you know? So it's like if he's in the building being the Knight of Swords, you know, pretending to be fine, like, you know, chatting to people, being social, on the inside, he feels like he's on the outside. On the inside, like inside of himself, he feels like he's the outsider. He's always going to feel like the outsider, like the leper. Nothing, you know, not to like denigrate people because leprosy is still around. So, you know, but like, you know, a medieval concept of, you know, those touched by the plague, the outcast. Yeah, it is the same one. But I'm telling you, Pluto has something. I seem to remember that came up too. I can't remember now exactly, but like last time it was like some kind of a lesson or some kind of a fall is coming. Like some kind of karma is coming. It really is coming his way. Maybe it's already there. Oh, Rebecca, sounds like you're douche. Well, I mean, this is the thing. Love, love is a risk. Love is not for like, you know, love is not the domain of the divine feminine. We're like, oh, love is for girls. And no, love is, the goddess of love is also the goddess of war. Love is a risk. Love is savagery. Love is the fall. The tower is love. The tower depicts love. Let's find it. I think I put it back in the deck. The tower depicts love. It's a fall. It's free fall. You know, it's the deep, dark water too. It takes a lot of courage to love with abandon and to love all the way and to love deeply on a soul level because it takes complete and utter vulnerability. It's hard. People who run from love, they're the cowards. Sorry to say. Yeah. So, you know, it takes a higher vibrational soul to love in a deep way. Valentino, yes, they are. Okay. You're most welcome, Ellen. Always good to see you here, my pupil. It's, I mean, douche food territory. If you're getting tired of the energy, I would just maybe block it a little bit as much as you can, or send him some healing because he really needs it. He seems so lost. It's almost like I feel like there was a time where he was closer to a breakthrough and he had like more positive energy, and then it's just like he gave up on it. You know, it's just like it's a pattern of giving up on himself, giving up on love, on life, really, because love is life. All right, my babies. Let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Rebecca. Let me just update my PayPal here, baby. I'm gonna reload the page. Rebecca, I know you're in the house, my brother. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's one thing that's coming up already in your readings, in your private readings, where, you know, Pluto is love because, you know, love snatches you. Death is love and love is death because it snatches you. It, you know, it comes, you know, that kind of like deep love, it comes, you know, it materializes from nowhere. It comes out from the underworld, like Lord of the Underworld, and it snatches you away into the depths of the sea and the deep, dark sea. Love, in its highest form, is eternal, and so is death. And both transform, so they work together. Okay. Wow, I'm so profound today. I'm so scorpionic. I love this. Maybe I'll get more serious from all this. Okay. All right, Rebecca, my baby. Have the energies changed since your read? Okay. see, baby. We'll see. Maybe slightly shifted. Are you still here, Rebecca, baby? I just want to make sure that you hear the message. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, there's like definitely, it's kind of the same energy. It's a little bit more friendly. It's a little bit more positive, but then there's like an undertone to it of like, be careful. Ace of Pentacles. You know, feelings, you know, intentions, you know, what's gonna, like, the action taken is a new beginning here towards you. You're the happiness. Regardless, you know, you're the happiness. There's resentment still, strength, so an inner struggle. It's like there's a part, you know, it's like an angel and a devil struggling together. Resentment, struggling with love, because you are the happiness and you always were. And it's almost like, you know, to see you is to love you. So there's maybe a fear of like seeing you in person might ignite more love. But there's like, I feel like there's an intention to like even patch things up. Like it's kind of like delusional. Hi, Sunny, my baby. Knight of Pentacles, someone's coming slowly towards you, still coming slowly towards you. But, you know, a little bit, very cautious, because, like, he understands the risks of this. But still, so many Pentacles, beginnings, working it out. But also, struggle. In the long term, be careful, because it's, again, it's the same. It's a trick. So coming slowly, not making, you know, hasty moves. He's not sure of himself, but like it might take some time, but he will come or materialize in some way. But then there's the Tower crowning that in the future. So then, like, you know, someone who's, beware the Greeks bearing gifts, because it's someone who wants to, like, you know, it's almost like internally the intention is still like struggling with itself. So it's like he wants to do like almost like patch things up, but then like he's going to do what he always does. The Tower. You know, destruction. Yeah, big risk. He knows that. But he can't help himself. It's going to be a struggle until the last minute, you know, like, should I, shouldn't I? But then, like, it's almost like, you know, on the one hand, like, the trigger will be, like, you are still the love and the happiness, but then he's just, like, it's just the Tower is just always going to come down wherever he goes. And again, that, you know, electricity. Lights, electricity. So that's what I would watch out for. Yes, absolutely. Still, it's almost like it's not that he's going to try and deceive you, but he's going to be deceiving himself that he can be a better person or patch it up, and then in the end he's going to do something crazy. It's too, like, I would say as a tarot reader, and you know, it's always, you know, for legal purposes, this is entertainment purposes only. You know, this is just a tendency, right? But like, you know, if that's the question, then there is a very high risk, because the Tower is showing that always. The Tower is a warning of things to come. Rebecca, yeah. Yeah, lock all that stuff. Because that's just what he brings. On the surface, look, it's all yellow, all hopeful, this energy, right? That's the thing. But then right after, boom. Or it might take a month or a couple of months, boom. Because he struggles with himself, you know, he struggles, strength. It's always a struggle. The beast is always struggling against the angel. He has calmed down a little bit. So I would say the energy has shifted, you know, less into like crazy, more into like good intentions, but it's still a struggle. So the warning is still there. Is what I would say. Yeah, it could be. There's Taurus energy here. So, you know, I'm just outside of that. Let's see. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, could be, you know, whatever your intuition is telling you. But it's going to be like he might make a few different attempts. He might like come in like, you know, he might watch you. Like he might be watching you for a while, you know, like literally from the bushes or something. If you feel watched, it's him, like, you know, because that Knight of Pentacles is like very slow moving. So he might one step forward, two steps back, because he knows what he's risking. But in the end, it's going to materialize. And then it may all seem really good, right? Like right away, but then like a little bit down the line, it's going to turn into the Tower still. Yeah, creeping, 100%. Yeah. Oh, Junea, you're with us. I'm gonna do your reading. I was wondering if you know what? I kept your reading because I had a feeling you might join us. All right, Rebecca. So that's what I'm seeing. I would just say the risk is still there. It's a little bit more of a hopeful, more of a good energy. So it's like, I know it's almost like he's trying to work on himself, but his nature is still winning out today. And it's also Pluto, so Pluto sees things deep, like buried deep within. I think he's trying to be on the surface, trying to be much better, but then deep within, Pluto's seeing this Tower. So be careful, my baby. Yeah, he's creepy, so he's creeping. That's what he does, yeah. Knight of Pentacles can be a watcher. You know, he's so intent on this pentacle, you know, that's a watcher, and that's someone who's not moving. It's like, you know, someone watching you from their car, from a camera. Possibly. Let's see. The vehicle is important because it's like a dark horse, the Fool. Yeah, maybe. The unexpected. Expect the unexpected. He might even be on foot or something. Something crazy. Expect the unexpected. A vehicle is at stake because it's a knight and the Fool. Yeah, but he can't do anything to you because you're protected. You know that. So it's like, I mean, but also protect yourself. But like, you know, spiritually, it's just like, it's his own struggle and that's his own business. There's nothing you can help him with. He needs to help himself. Yeah, foot could be unexpected. Something unexpected. Yeah, just protect yourself, Rebecca. Yeah, exactly. You'll be fine. I don't think you know, like, it will take some time for him to, like, get the gumption anyway to do anything, which he may never do, but it's, like, it's going to act something out because it's just what it, you know, how his vibration is still. All right, my baby. Well, it's always good to see you, Rebecca, my darling. Yeah. Yeah, Jonea, divinely guided, divinely protected always. All my high vibrational boo-boos, my blue angels. All right, so you're most welcome, Rebecca. So we're gonna do Jonea, and then we're gonna do Chris. All right, my baby. I'm so glad you could join us. I literally had an inkling. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this until the end in case she joins us. So you get to hear your reading live. Also, my babies, if you want to submit a question, it is $13 per question. Also, thank you for the tip, my baby. It's $13 per question, and it's PayPal only. So if you want to send me the PayPal link is in the description box below, together with instructions on how to ask your question. And if you want to tip me, it's super chat. You can use the super chat. You can tip me in the spirits. All right. All right. I got your question here, my boo. Imaginary friend is here. Yes, imaginary friend. I love our imaginary friend. All right. So let's see what the energy is. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, the energy is for communication, but he's worried about it. He's stopping himself right now. 8 of Wands, so his feelings, to communicate, to talk, love, abundance, you're still his love and still his abundance, always. But he's like, he's feeling like he failed at something here. You got the 3 of Cups, that's how he sees you. He sees you as like, the scrumptious one, the celebration in his life. I think he's going through something right now. Like, what is he going through right now? That's so, like, he's in some kind of a he's on a downward spiral where he's like not having a lot of success with something. He's just not having a very good time. With this 3 of Cups energy here, he's not having a good time. So he needs the good time. It's almost like he needs a friend as well. He needs, he'd love to be able to celebrate something with someone, and that someone would be you. He's also a douche flute, though. Knight of Wands, He wants to materialize. Boom. Here I am. Boom. Wildness. He's kind of thinking, like, even like, he would take a crazy argument with you over not talking to you. He'd love to talk to you about something. He'd love to, like, just have the contact, have the feeling, have the energy. But he's not able to right now. The 9 of Swords. So if you haven't, if you're not making progress with the energy, he's currently in some darkness that's preventing him. Legal issues. Yeah, that'll be it. Something's keeping him up at night. And he feels like he can't come in and talk to you right now. He'd love to. I think he would love to just have you by his side or something that would calm him down, but he doesn't dare because maybe he feels embarrassed. He's whatever the issue is, it's there. There is communication coming, Ace of Swords, but it's going to have to be some kind of a new beginning. And in this Pluto energy, that's bringing up things that he needs to release before he's able to communicate, which has, like, his drama. Let's see. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords. What is being released? He's being given an opportunity right now, almost like, by the spirit world, by Pluto himself. He needs to release his tricky ways. He's got tricky ways about him. If he's in legal trouble, he got there for a reason, the Magician. He needs to release his own bullshit. I love you too, Sonu. Oh, this is a bot, I think. Or maybe not, maybe you just like said it a few times. Okay, anyway, I'll take a bot, love. You know what I'm saying, babe? He needs to release his own lies and bullshit. I think he'd like to come to you when he's cleaner, like cleaner energy in himself. Like he doesn't have to explain himself so much. I think there's some explaining to do. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to be more like straight up. He wants to be more square when he does show up. The High Priestess, this Pluto energy. Yeah, trickster ways. So that needs to be released, and he knows it too, because I think he's aware that if he comes at you, if he comes at you now, you're going to know. See, High Priestess is also like, hidden things, lies of omission, not saying everything. Pluto is releasing that from him. I think he's learning some harsh lessons about being truthful as well, keeping secrets, hiding things, doing the trick, you know, like being a bit of a trickster. He needs to stop doing that. He's aware of this. But he doesn't know how. So now he's like in a bit of a bind. A fresh beginning will come when, and he will, like, he's planning to communicate on that. Five of Swords. You know, he has a lot of guilt. He's done a lot of bad stuff, and he has a lot of guilt for that. At the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Yeah, see? This is literally, you cannot make this up, the Biz. Five of Swords at the bottom, and next to it the 7. He knows he's a liar and a thief. Like, literally. What I, like, and I'm not, like, you know, not saying that he's, like, an actual thief, but, like, he's a liar and a thief. Like, you know, someone who does things behind your back, someone who, you know, takes something from you, which could be love, you know, someone takes love from you, doesn't give you love back and stuff like that. A taker, a user. Unreliable. You know, and beneath it, the Lovers, it jeopardized love for him. Because he's a liar and a thief, he lost love, and he's jeopardizing and sabotaging love. That's the cost of his behavior and his actions. He's having some kind of a realization about it. So, you know, and also Pluto now in this eclipse, Scorpio energy, is asking Bubus to give something up. Bad behavior, bad habits, toxic people, you know, whatever it is. It's about giving something up to achieve something else. So that's what he needs to give up, the being a liar and a thief if he wants to have love. Rebecca, yeah, actually it does, doesn't it, Rebecca? How interesting. Bubu's dealing with similar energies, and all the questions came in like that. And it's all, you know, lessons from Pluto. And Pluto is also the underworld, so that's where liars and thieves go, right? So... Chris, yeah, that's cool. If you submitted the second question now, I'll do yours together, baby. So that's what we're getting for him. He needs some, you know, he needs some time, which my baby do. But also, do you, like, even want that in this state? Because, like, he seems to be, like, really distraught right now. He's a bit of a mess. And, you know, maybe he's doing something selfless for once, not bringing this mess to you. He knows that, too. He knows he doesn't want to do that. What should my girl do? The Lovers. That's what you should do. Let's pull some clarifiers. Make decisions about love, baby. Not saying cut him out. Oh, this is so funny. Look, the 7, again, at the bottom of the deck. Make decisions. You got to make decisions about your love. How to love, who to love. Right now, in actuality, Gemini season is coming up is important. Yes, good. Yeah, time should be healing you. He needs to be healing his bullshit, and you're healing yourself, and you're healing love too, because love is at stake for him, but for him, the love is only healed if he heals himself of all these darker traits. And beneath the Lovers on my table are these 2 cards like this. So this is your clarifier. Are you, you know, choosing the love that is not enough, that is drama, that is abandonment, that is, you know, not enoughness? Or are you choosing the love that is abundance? You know, what are you choosing? What do you want to manifest? And also, you know, what is he bringing? Is he bringing you the 5 of Pentacles, or is he bringing you abundance? I think what you should be doing now is, I mean, I'm not telling you what you should be doing. I would never do that, like say that, because always free will, right? But I think as advice from the tarot, from your love angel, the angels are saying, just continue manifesting love right now, love itself, and whoever comes through will be the, you know, will be the good person. He's always like, he's always circling around, but he has issues, and if he's been silent, is because he's in the darkness, like more so than ever. More so than ever. You have the power to manifest the abundance and love that you want. You know, there's a lot of great options for you. Keep dating, keep being abundant, self-love too. Focus on love itself. You know, you can work with the goddess Aphrodite or an angel associated with love, like Angel Shamuel. This is Angel Shamuel in the card, Archangel Shamuel. You know, work with that angel. And you know, he might come in, maybe he needs like tough Pluto love to come and transform. He needs to go through some kind of a transformation. It hasn't been completed for him. By the way, with that Nine of Swords, this is someone who's still fighting for life, still thinking they can get away with something. So those legal issues, maybe he thinks he can still get the better of them, but there will come a time very soon where he transitions from 9 to 10, and the 10 of Swords is that figure with the 10 swords in the back. This is an ending, an end to his tricks, an end to the drama, an end to the stupidity. And then he's going to have to start again from the bottom, and that's when he's going to feel more comfortable communicating. He's going to receive also some kind of an intuition about that, about how to change his life and change his ways. Just everything, you know, like the lies, the drama. He needs to change that. He is at least self-aware that he doesn't want to bring it into your life right now. But he'll be back. It's just a question of how long will it, yeah, he's just, you know, so like tired, wounded, like, oh, he's just in a bad place right now. Yeah, you may very well get a jail call. He's embarrassed. There's embarrassment in that Nine of Swords. There's shame. One way or another, you're going to get something. I don't know why boo-boos do that kind of stuff to themselves, you know? All right. All right, my boo-boo, I hope that helps. Just remember, you're manifesting a lot of very strong love. Really work with that Archangel Shamuel, or, you know, maybe Raphael as well, you know, whoever speaks to you. But Shamuel came through today, like, specifically. Ah, you're most welcome, baby. You're so scrumptious. We dated, Rebecca, we dated the same guy. Yeah, I'm telling you, babies, like, truly, the energies so strong today. Okay, so let me just refresh my PayPal, then we'll do Chris, because I know Chris wants to go to sleep. Boo-boos, it is $13 per question. If you want to ask me a PayPal question, instructions on how to ask the question are in the description box below. Include your question in the PayPal if possible. If not, we'll figure it out. It just helps me to find you if you leave the live. Otherwise, the money goes down the magic well. All right, I got your question, Chris. Your second one. All right. We'll do the first, and then we'll do number 2 for Chris. And then we got Carla. After Carla, we got Nicole. Oh, blue kisses, yeah. Okay, so Chris, your first question. Ah, thank you, Chris, baby. Okay, so you confronted her. Will she return the money? She ghosted you but not blocked you. Okay, let's see. Oh, love me and leave me, Rebecca. I know. Yeah, you're 2 hours behind, baby. It's like, what time is it here? It's like, yeah, 2:52. Have a great day tomorrow, my baby Rebecca. Blessings to you always. You give me so much strength as well. All you my babies give me so much strength. All right, Chris, let's see. Temperance came out, so we'll see. There's some you're healing for sure, like you say. You're going through a spiritual awakening. You're healing. Let's see if she'll return the money. No, I don't think she will. To be honest, if you keep pressing and harassing her about it, maybe you'll get something. I don't think she'll return all of it. I think there could be an attempt, like she might tell you that she wants to heal things, or like there's going to be conversations about it, but it's just talk and no action. 9 of Pentacles. Look at this woman. She's got all this money here, like stashed away in the garden. She's like enjoying herself. No, I think she might give you a little bit of it back. But it's only because the King of Wands, which is you're coming through like this, he's like pressing her for like, where's my money? And it's like, You know, she's not even looking at him. She's looking at the birds. So she's like, you know, yeah, like ghosting someone, ignoring them, you know. She's just like, yeah, whatever. Talk to the hand. Page of Swords, you know, it will take a lot of spying, a lot of like cleverness, a lot of like, you know, you gotta, if you want to get money out of her, it will take like some work, like brain work. You got to figure out how to like almost like manipulate it out of her. It's just going to take a lot. You're going to have to go into battle for it too. Let's see what you can do to get, I mean, you know, this is kind of how it's going to happen. I think you might extract like a portion of it, but I don't think it's going to be all of it. Let's see if there's anything you can do about it, my baby. Let's see what the advice for you is. Wow, it's interesting. The advice for you is if she makes it so difficult that it becomes stressful to extract it out of her, the angels are kind of saying, you know what, then just, you know, let her have it. Let her cut your losses. The 10 of Swords, what's done is done. I know this is not the best advice. On the one hand, I see you going into battle and getting a, like, you know, a third of it or something like that. So that's how to extract it, but really press her. Like, you know, go for it, go for her, you know, like ask for it, keep asking, keep fighting. But the advice here is like, you know, at some point maybe cut your losses, because love, your love, self-love, the concept of love itself is more important. The Ace of Cups. Not to say she deserves it. I am not one of those new age people who are like, oh yeah, forgive, and you gotta forgive. Without forgiveness, you can't evolve. No, not at all. That's not, F that. You don't owe anyone forgiveness. But just for your own sanity and your own scrumptiousness, you know, cut your losses here, because, you know, this is a dead horse, and, you know, you got that, you got new love coming in, and, you know, your own self-love, angel love, you know, love. You got a Queen of Cups here as well. So, you know, this is about focusing about the future, what kind of love you want to have in your future, what you're doing for yourself right now, and just like cutting your losses with her, because she's like, it's almost like the more you chase it, it could end up being like months of chasing, and then it's just poisoning your everyday. So it's something to consider. You know, is it better to go into battle and get like a little bit of a victory from it, or is it better to cut your losses and just focus on self-love and manifesting new things in your life? Yeah, because she's going to keep you hostage too, because I'm sure she's enjoying it, the attention. The Rebellious, what a great handle. Hi, my baby. You know what I mean? I almost see her enjoying it. She's like, la-di-da, like, whatever, like, peasants, keep mustering me. I love the attention. Very childish energy. For your own love, for your own manifesting. F that, you know? That's what they're saying. And Jolly, hi! I'm still taking questions, baby, for sure. It's the usual, $13 per question. Link in the description box below. Entitlement, attention, any publicity is good publicity. She loves the attention. Oh, sorry, that's imaginary friend talking. Yeah, absolutely imaginary friend. Oh, it's Henry again. We gotta. I know Joe. If Joe is still in the house, but if we can just like get rid of Henry because he's talking about my duck. He always does décolleté. I wonder who he is. I bet that's also Peter, my stalker. All right. Oh boy. So yeah, Chris. In terms of the money, it's like, It's just, what is more important to you, your own peace or giving her that attention, giving her that energy? And will it keep you stuck in the negativity and the poison? Thank you, Joe. So there's your answer, but you're never going to extract it all from her, and she's never going to give it back to you with an apology, ever. Ever. Not now. Well, King of Wands is ego, so, if you're running in your ego, you can, you mean running in your ego, like you're working on your ego. But if you're like, if you want to like, the tarot isn't saying the correct thing to do. It's just telling you, what to consider. If you feel more confident or like more empowered by running after her in more your ego with that King of Wands, do it. If it's going to make you satisfied and happy, yeah, do it. Whatever the right thing for you is right now on your journey and you're in the stage of your own spiritual development, baby. Okay, let's see. Let's see, my baba. Yeah, Chris, those cards of love look really good. There's like some kind of an ascension when it comes to love, a higher order love coming your way, and it's coming from the angels. So, yeah, I would definitely say that. All right, let's do your second question, Chris. I got loads of babies today asking more than one question, so thank you, babies. It's awesome. So we got Chris. Let me tell you the order now. We got Chris, then we got Carla, and then we got Nicole. And then we got Stephanie. All right. Second question, Chris. Energy about your career. Awesome question. Okay, so first of all, so do you want to, we're playing, let's see what the company energy is now on this eclipse energy too in the next 6 months. There's the Ace of Cups again. I think setting up your company right now is a good time. You got the Empress at the bottom of the deck, immense abundance. Something you're thinking about right now in Taurus season, also Taurus full moon tonight. Abundance definitely coming your way at the heart of the matter for setting up the company. Absolutely. It starts with the Ace of Cups. See, to be able to do that though, it's so much work. That's the, peace of mind that you need. If you're going to fight her, make sure it doesn't become a full-time job. So maybe it's better to cut your losses and focus on the future. This is doing what you love. A project of love, this is your project. Yeah, no money, no honey. It's not going to be easy. It may take about 10 months to get it going how you want it, or October, which is like, eclipse season to eclipse season. So from now to October, it will all be a struggle. It's not going to be easy. But then I see rewards coming in quite fast too. the Six of Pentacles. So there will be rewards coming from it, probably, later on in the year, for it to be perceptible. And then the long term, the heart of the matter, this is, there's a lot of happiness coming your way from it. But yeah, this is part of the path where you leave her behind and you don't fight with her, because she's gonna eat up too much of your time and energy. Okay. Are you on the right path right now? So that path is correct. Are you currently on the right path? There's something you're rejecting right now that you should not reject. Something that could bring you happiness. What is it that you're rejecting? Apart from her, I mean for career. You're rejecting or doubting something that you really need to be doing. Someone maybe gave you an offer or gave you a suggestion. Yeah. Chris, don't let her waste another year. Four of Cups, you're rejecting something on your career path right now that you should be taking up. Tell me what it is, because you got the Sun here again. The Sun was beneath the Empress, and there's a reunion with your higher self here, the Four of Wands, happiness, completion. Maybe it's the company itself, maybe because you're like questioning whether you should be setting it up. You definitely should, but it's like an offer. What kind of offer did you get recently? Or it could be an offer from the angels, because you got that angel cup about the company. The ace, the ace is a cup given to you by, the hands of God almost. So it's like, and there's the hands of God here as well. So it's like, you're being guided in the right direction, but you haven't been taking action. And the cards are saying, take action now. Don't be so quick to reject. Think about, look at what is being offered before you reject it. There's happiness, completion and happiness coming your way, but you got to take action on it. So yeah, look, for career, I would say like the further away you are from her, the better your career is going. Yeah, you need peace and rest. Once you feel that the peace and rest is no longer necessary, the tarot is almost saying maybe you don't need that much peace and rest right now. It's almost like saying, no, go out there and do it. Yeah, if you want to start in June, do it in June, but do it, now. I think this eclipse is going to clear some stuff up for you, like clarity of mind. The peace and rest aren't going to last long because the summer is going to be busy for you. So make sure that you're busy this summer, because that's how you're going to attain your happiness. And Two of Pentacles is a hint here at the bottom of the deck next to the star. It is almost in your destiny to do entrepreneurial things, and setting up companies is a part of this. This is someone who's taking a risk. This is an investor, company owner, someone who took a risk, invested in the ships, and the ships are coming in over time. Ah, unicorn symbol. That's awesome. There you go. Little cords here as well. Let's ask tarot. Is the unicorn symbol good? Yes, it's awesome. Look, this horse almost looks like a unicorn. It's great. It's on fire. It's going to give you so much abundance. See, little unicorn. Yeah, on fire. You're going places with it. How exciting! I love that as a symbol, as a logo. This is the energy you want to be going for. But take action soon. Also, Four of Cups is, someone, if you're not taking action now, like, you got like 3 or 4 more weeks of inaction before it becomes a problem, like energetically. So just put yourself, even if you don't feel like it, put yourself in it, because there's like so much abundance waiting for you. You don't want to delay it too much. And you don't want her to be the cause of that either. Tarot's saying unicorn's looking good, but whatever feels right to you. Doesn't have to be, you know? Just because the tarot says, like, it's good, if you don't like it, whatever you choose, you know, is going to be the right thing for you. Yeah, the first reading about her. Yeah. What a shame. Just entitlement, you know? It's like expecting other people to pay for you. Because the Nine of Pentacles is sometimes, you know, what it denotes in the tarot, it can be like, you know, the energy of someone who is a kept bibbo, like, you know, like almost like a sugar baby or a courtesan or the other, you know, bibbo. But that's just like the traditional interpretation. Just, you know, where that energy comes from in the cards, you know, the 19th century in England, you know, a kept woman, you know, a harlot from the theaters or something, you know, whatever. But it's, the idea is that it's someone who does not work, like, who expects other people to pay for them. All right. Or who expects, you know, lavish gifts and stuff like that. But it has a double meaning too. It also, you know, denotes the proto-feminist in the tarot for that time. So it denotes a woman who was independent. But, you know, in like the Middle Ages, that would have informed the tarot as it was created by Rider-Waite and Pamela Coleman-Smith. The only way to be independent was to either be divorced, a widow, or a harlot for a woman. So that woman denotes all three. You know, a feminist, you know, suffragette. All right, babies. All right, Chris. Well, I hope this is helpful. You have great energy for business and abundance, and, you know, new love, beautiful love. Like, you know, there's a new love coming your way as well. But part of the path to that is through choosing those things in your career that serve you and taking action on them right now. This is your destiny. Don't get sucked into her drama. Don't get sucked into the drama, baby. All right, boo-boos. So we got Carla, then we got Nicole, then we got Stephanie, then we got Anjali, my baby, my boo-boo. All right, Carla, are you still with us? Oh, I miss you too. What's coming in on the solar and lunar eclipse energy, and what lessons until the next one? Present. Oh, baby. Okay, let's see. Until the next one. What's coming in? What is coming in on this energy? And what lessons? Wow. Tell me more. Okay, it's love. It's lessons in love. It's Pluto energy. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Grim Reaper. So we've got death. So we've got Plutonic Hades energy, the underworld. The lesson, what's coming in is the Page of Cups. So a message is coming towards you. So with eclipse energy, this is a message that will reach you. Like, I know this is kind of like a little infuriating, but like in the next 6 months or so. Until the next one, until the next eclipse, a message will come. You have two things coming. The lesson, because the message in the lesson is about love, all kinds of different types of love. One about love, romantic love, and one about friendships. There's a friend that's going to reach out to you, or you're going to make a new friend in that period. And there's a love returning, Judgment, and the Two of Cups. The lesson itself is about, you know, the nature of, you know, who is worthwhile, like who you can make space for in your life. And, you know, when is it really over? You know, that's the thing, like, you know, the transformation of love, the return of love, return from the dead. And, you know, when it's, at what point is it worth that? And at what point is it just like, don't come back, like stay in the other realms, like just stay dead, don't return. Don't resurrect yourself. But the choice is yours. This is about understanding the nature of things. And there's a friend will help you understand that. Either a new friend or a friend will reach out, and like a friendly like help from a friend will help you understand those things. And I think you're going to also be revising, thinking about friendships. You know, like I was saying before, there's something about spirits coming from Pluto, from the underworld. The spirits and guides, they help us a lot. Very often they help us so much, and you know, they help us in our times of need. And sometimes we need a friend to just like help us understand things, but you know, also it's about understanding who is deserving of being your friend and who is not deserving of being your friend. You know, who do we let in and who do we just like shut the door on? But you have a good friend coming in. They're going to tell you some things, give you some love. Could be a new friend or a friend coming back from the past. How's that resonating so far about the friend? It's interesting. It's very interesting energy. It's also Mercury retrograde right now, so it could be like putting the focus on this. But yeah, there's a big return. And when it comes to love, you know, there's like something from the past is materializing again. Judgment. But then the question for you again is, you know, what kind of love is this? And do I let it in? Not all spirits of the dead should be let in, you know, like not everyone wants to come in. But by the dead, I mean like, you know, past loves or, you know, someone trying to like, you know, knocking on the door and stuff like that. Yeah, for the friend. Yeah, it's a nice one. You have a little help. You're going to have like a helpful, it's a friend. It's a friendship. We all need a friend. The spirits are also, you know, very active around you, particularly if you're working with like animal spirit energy. This could be very helpful to you. And, you know, being around water and animals will be very healing to you right now. They will also be your friends. But, you know, when you work with goddess energy, you know, just remember always like the birds and the bees are your friends. You know, the fishies in the sea, this little fishy, you know, the fishies, the birds, the bees, they're all your friends. When you're walking the path of enlightenment, when you're walking the path of the goddess, everything is a friend to you. Know that you are blessed and you are protected by the spirits and the birds and the bees and the fishies and the angels. Archangel Gabriel could be helping you right now as well, so you might want to connect with him. And, you know, because he is responsible for the resurrection of the dead, and he may be giving you some hints or guidance about who should be led back in if they come back from, you know, from the ghost land or from silence or from the past, who from the past should be let in, because he wakes them up and he knows what they're about. Okie dokie. So that's very beautiful. Water energy too. So, you know, Pluto and death itself came up at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, death and resurrection. It's like, you know, Pluto himself is working with you right now. So if you're interested in, you know, deities or, you know, planetary manifestation or planetary magic working, I think the next 6 months, you like Pluto is willing to work here. So, you know, that's Hades, the ruler of the underworld, or, you know, whatever, you know, other deity kind of like you vibe with, whatever you want to call him, but that archetype of the ruler of the underworld. This is someone who's trying to work, like, I mean, he's inviting you if you want to. He will work with you because he came up himself. Death himself, Pluto himself, Scorpio himself. Yeah, connect with your angel. Pluto, Hades, he'll have different names, you know, in different pantheons. He doesn't have to be a god. You can see him as a goddess too. But he'll show you things, you know, about like the hidden things or things hidden in you, hidden powers. He always comes up when you have hidden powers or, you know, things need to be protected that are secret to you, sacred knowledge. You may be discovering like your secret or magical name because, you know, that's something that's part of spiritual practice. So it's like, you know, your name from a past life or something like that. So meditate on those things. A name might come to you, might be a secret thing, or like a place, the name of a place might be a secret name of a place that you once used to know in a past life. So there could be, you know, that kind of work. Pluto works specifically with stuff like that, you know, and will help you with those things to understand yourself, understand your journey on a spiritual level, and where you come from, where your soul has been, because he's seeing your soul in all of its incarnations. All right, wow, that was a gorgeous reading. Very scary, all these energies. So only cups, death, and judgment. Awesome, like chef's kiss. Thank you, Pluto. Thank you, Pluto. Scorpion King. Okay. Let's get to your next question, my babies. How's everyone doing? Is everyone still up, awake? What time zone is everyone in? Also, babies, don't forget we're doing Saturday Night Live tomorrow. So we'll do a different time. Tomorrow we'll probably start around 7 p.m. Pacific. Awesome. Oh, Chris, you're most welcome, baby. It's your positivity. It's not, the cards were positive for you because you have that positivity in you. It's part of your journey. Yeah, SNL Joe, of course, of course. You just know it's going to be crazy. Tomorrow's going to be more crazy because today, you know, Boo-Boos, I'm already feeling the energy passing through. Like, I feel more like myself today. Like, now, like, I feel more like myself now because I was, like, having a total cry. Like, I'm telling you, all the ills, all the poisons that lurk in the mud were hatching out for me. And I'm feeling a relief now, release. So tomorrow will be more fun. I hope Clifford can make it because I did mention to Clifford, aka Elizabeth, that I would be doing a live earlier this week, but because of all that Pluto energy, I was just like, I can't. I can't. I'm doing my own work first, and then I'll help you with this. Okay, Carla, your second question. Okay, let's see what your angels and spirit guides want to tell you. But that's interesting. So already Gabriel came through. Boo, this is awesome. Oh my God, Carla, this is awesome. Like you cannot make this stuff up. Guess who came up in the first card in this question? Page of Cups. Your spirit guides and your angels, when you know that they are your friends and they're around you and they're whispering in your ear. Whispering in your ear, giving you guidance. What you hear, maybe you'll hear names, places, things, like things will, little fishy. Here's the thing about this card, the Page of Cups, why I love this card so much. The fish is, obviously, it's person looking at the fish, not just looking at each other. There's a transmission of energy and information, but fish don't speak, right? Fish have no voices. So without words, this fishy is telling this person something. Fish have ancient knowledge. That's where we come from, our past, our, you know, our existence, who we are. That's where we come from. So the fish, you know, the fish knows things and it's transmitting the knowledge without speaking. So it's speech without speech. Your angels and guides are telling you that they are also your friends functioning in the other realm, giving you speech without speech. You know things, see things, and hear things. They're trying to tell you. The Seven of Pentacles. In this lunar and solar cycle, what you have been doing is reassessing your situation. And you've taken a very careful look at things, calculating your next move, doing the work. They're saying the work that you put in to your life, to your self-development before, is going to flourish now in the next 6 to 7 months. It is the 7, 1 is put aside, and 6 are left until the next eclipse season. So now is the time to really put in the work, think about all the things that you've achieved, all the things that you've done, and slowly, but with a firm footing, with a firm step, move forward into the future. Assess what you've done, give yourself a pat on the back, look at all the hard work that you've done. Now, where do we put this next pentacle? What is the next move? How is this going to flourish for you in the long term? It's beautiful energy, a lot of hard work. Also, you know, these pentacles are the moon and the sun. So this is about putting all the stars together upon the firmament of your future so that you can build yourself up to be the person that you want to be. Well done. They're saying, well done, good job, you know. Sometimes it's difficult to remember that you did how much you achieved already when you're thick in it, thick in the work, self-work, you know, in your career, in your finances and everything. Sometimes it's, you know, we got to step back and realize that we did a great job. It wasn't easy and you did everything by yourself. They know that. They see it. And the Page of Swords. So more messages coming through. It's interesting. So it's just saying the birds and the bees are your friends. You got birds here. You got the little fishy. It's like receive knowledge from all things in the heavens and on earth. Everything really is a sign if your eyes are open and your heart is able to receive. Your angels are communicating with you, especially your guardian angel has been working overtime recently. Also trying to communicate. It's like words without words. You can already hear those messages. You're setting yourself, there's a lot of new beginnings here as well. So you got 2 pages. You're setting yourself up for a new thing, for new things to come. Retaining innocence. They want you to know that you should not be hard on yourself ever because you're putting in a lot of work. And also retain the innocence of heart and mind that you have. Don't ever change that. Especially in the next 6 months, you need to focus on retaining innocence, retaining faith, being very receptive and listening to all the messages that are coming in for you. This is a spiritual ascension. And, you know, the way to become a spiritual master is by remaining a child. Yes, absolutely. That's why you see spiritual numbers. All of those things are messages. 100%. Yep, Carla, exactly. So the next move is working on things. And again, a home of your own, all these things you've done yourself. Putting all your ducks in a row. There might be a beautiful foliage around the home, or like I don't want to say like shrub, but I'm going to say shrub, like a beautiful shrub or like a plant in your home that you're going, either inside or outside, you're going to like, there's like some kind of like plant or tree that might be your favorite tree or favorite little shrub or favorite little flower. You know, there's a lot of focus here. The angels are working with you. It's more than one. They're all working very like focused on this. You know, they're focused on the work that you're doing. So all messages that are coming in are meant for you, especially birds, nature, numbers. Page of Swords is a numbers guy, baby. Or girl, anyone in between, but you know what I mean. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Swords. So it's so important not to allow the anxiety to keep you up at night. Don't worry. You're doing the work. It's almost like this. If there's anything that you can change right now, it's the self-questioning. Don't question yourself. If you think it's a sign, you see numbers, you see animals, you see, you know, you hear like a name. Sometimes, you know, a messenger will come where like someone will tell you something like, I don't know, you get an Uber and the Uber driver says something that strikes you as significant. That also is a message from the angels and from your guides. Sometimes they see you worry at night or you can't sleep or you're just like, if it's not coming in the nighttime, at any other time when you don't feel like, you know, sure of yourself, and they don't like it, you know, it makes them sad. So whenever you cry or whenever you question yourself, the angels are crying with you. Remember that. Yeah, winding down. When you stress, the angels cry. Josh S. Dang it, where's the alien? You know what, Josh? The alien, he was asking too many questions. So, no, I'm just kidding. He's on the couch. He's on the couch. He can't be in the shot because it's like, you know, where am I going to put him? Gemini glitters! Carla, I'm loving these messages for you today. Like, this is on point. It's very angelic. And the final question from my bip bip. So I got to log back into PayPal because it's being a pain. 439. No, Josh, I can't show him. He's not for show. He's for my entertainment, nightly entertainment. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome, Carla. Yeah, they're you know, guardian angels and you know, like almost like very like scrumptious little angels. You have a lot of little angels around you too. I can't quite describe it, like cherubs or something, or even the spirits of children. There's something about you that might be attracting child spirits, childlike, you know, childlike spirit. I think children just gravitate towards you anyway, because kids always gravitate towards spiritual people. Well, that's important for you. They're saying, don't ever give up on this child. You know, like be that innocent child, childlike. Don't lose that innocence, because you know sometimes it, you know, spiritual people, we start doubting ourselves, feeling like we should just be, let's just, you know, become like all the other psychopathic babos and not care, because it's, you know, it's a difficult life. You get hurt a lot, but they're saying retain that innocence, because that's what draws the angels to you. You draw, you know, you manifest the types of spirits as well around you and guides that, you know, your energy will draw certain teachers as well. Last question, I promise. You've been having the vivid dreams. Okay, let's see what it means. What do the dreams mean? Carla, yeah. Actually, you know, all those pages in there, this is a hint too, because, you know, childlike innocence came through. That's, you know, that's going to be on the cards for you for sure. So the angels are working on that too. But they're saying, you know, they appreciate that about you, because like you're drawing that in. You know, some people believe that the souls of children choose us, you know. I'm not sure about all that, but, you know, most spiritual people will tell you that that's what they believe. So often there will be like readers or psychics who see like the souls of children around you before they are born. So, you know, they could already be around you. That's why the pages are coming up so prominent, like the child is already there with you, waiting to come out, you know, drawn to your energy. What does the dream mean? The dreams. I'm going to take this one card. What does the dreams mean? Interesting. The Magician. Oh my God. You know what card came out, Carla? Bibus, like, rewatch this live, because this is real life confirmation how tarot works, and how when you connect to spirits, the spirits will take care of you, Bibu. This happens to me all the time when I work with the spirits of the dead in the tarot in my own practice. You saw one card came out, like it wanted to jump. I took the jumper because sometimes it's extra information. Guess who it was? Page of Cups. That's 3 times this card appeared for you already. You know, this is your angel. This is your friend. Also, the child, I was just saying, you know, could be a child spirit around you already waiting to be born. And this card flew out. Just saying, this is your angel. It's, you know, little angels around you, spirits of children, all those things. You're drawing all those things to you, you know, children, innocent animals, little fishies. But, you know, maybe this is just your child already talking to you. This is your dream fulfilled. It's just, you know, that's so beautiful. And also confirmation from your angels and your guardian angel. Babe, like, I'm telling you, we were like, tarot is BS. What are the odds? Okay. The magician, so with regards to the dream, the magician, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles again. So we got that before. All right. I think the dream means that he's thinking about you a lot, and I think you're receiving the energy. It's like he's manifesting something. He can't let it go. It's infinitely on his mind. It's that sign of infinity over his head here. So with all his BS and, you know, all his BS, he's still thinking about you all the time, and he's still manifesting you. Sometimes people manifest things without realizing. He's thinking about you. He's thinking about your perfume. It's like he smells you sometimes. You know, like he smells you. He smells you. He's thinking about you. But he's not looking weak. He's looking like he's just like intensively thinking about you. Like intensively. He's thinking about you so much, sometimes he feels like he can smell you or see you places where you're not at. 5 of Pentacles. It's almost like in the dream realm, he can appear. I don't think he's doing this consciously. I think it's just happening like that. It's almost like, I think he's dreaming about you too. And, you know, in the dream realm, he can appear, he can go in, but in the real world, he can't. So in dreams, he can go places he can't in the real world right now. So he's manifesting that with his energy. And the reason why, it's almost like the reason why so that's on his end. That's what he's doing. He's giving you those dreams because he's thinking about you. On your end, this is the 7 of Pentacles. So again, it's like the energy that you're in right now. On your end, this is meant to somehow help you reflect on things. In a very like basic way, you know, dreams like physiologically, they're just like replays of things that happen in our life. But they also have symbolic and spiritual meaning, and they're also given to us by the gods. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, this is an opportunity for you to work through something in the astral realm while you're sleeping. Maybe it's supposed to give you an answer to something that you can't see when you're conscious, when you're thinking too logically about it. There's some kind of an emotional answer to the issue with him that's coming to you in your dreams. So maybe it's about like when you wake up, how do you feel? What is the emotion that you're feeling? There's information coming from the dreams. It's about how it makes you feel and what you need to do, you know, how to integrate that into your life, and also making a decision about him in general. But that's always up to you. That's your free will. That's the calculation you need to make. No decision has to be made, you know, for a long time with regards to how you feel about that. You know? What do you think, Carla? How's that resonating with the dream? What was at the bottom? Yeah, King of Wands. He's just like transmitting he's just transmitting his passion, his thoughts. He's thinking about you a lot, you know, like a little too much. Like, a little too much. I think he's thinking about you in the nighttime when he, you know, when he's doing other things. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. Let me know in the chat, my big Bill. It's interesting energy, the magician, you know. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's confirming something for you. The dream is meant to help you. But he's sending you the dreams. His energy is like materializing the dreams. Can't get you out of my mind. Yep, absolutely, my baby. Part 2, the after party. But yeah, those like bibs, I'm telling you, this reading today for Carla was like a classic. It's like a demonstration of how tarot works. Like, this is like textbook. This is what you want to show that, you know, teaching tarot, you want to show people what it can do. And you know how to have a personal relationship with the cards. Both, you know, the client has a personal relationship with the cards, and so does the reader. And how, you know, different cards respond differently, you know, to different people. Because, you know, let's say like, so I have like a specific interpretation of the Page of Cups, right? But the client might have like, you know, a different thing. So the tarot will always like give the card that, you know, makes sense to both me and the client. Not to say that like Carla has a different interpretation, but it's just, you know, when there's repeating cards or like a message trying to come through, it will always come through in the way that it's meant to, in the way that is significant to the person, the reader, or the client. Also, Bibiz. So, thank you, Carla, my baby. It's always good to see you, Bibil. Aw. Yeah, absolutely. Keep up the spiritual work. It you know, and you know, you paid. It's good to pay forward. You already, you know, did a lot of work. You know, pay yourself forward as well, my Bibiz. Always remember that. But there's, you know, there's goodness coming. There's a lot of positivity coming from this Pluto for everyone in the collective today. I haven't seen like one reading that was like, yeah, no. And it's never going to be like that because it's all about your free will. Always remember, you manifest what you manifest. The tarot is just a suggestion when it comes to your future, you know. I will never say to some, I know I say this like I'm like broken record about this because I say it all the time, but it's so important to remember. I will never say to anyone, myself, a client, a friend, you know, anyone, no, the tarot said no, don't do that. Don't get that drop. Like, don't do it. You really want it? Don't do it. I would never say that. Tarot's just saying, maybe there's something better, or maybe that's not going to lead you where you need to go. But you know, tarot's never going to say, oh, you want to be a painter? You don't have any talent. Stop. No, tarot's going to say, yeah, maybe not today. Maybe you got to get another job and then, you know, become a painter like over time, and maybe there's a different path to it. Tarot's never going to, you know, never says no. Okay. So, and even if it does, freaking manifest it because you're powerful. You have all the power in the world to manifest the thing that you want, to create the thing that you want. All right, we got Nicole next. But speaking of manifesting, you know what, babies? Give me just 1 second. I'm just gonna get like something to drink because we've been going at it for like how long? 3 hours again, and no, 4, 3 hours. Oh my god, almost 4 hours. Mommy's just gonna get something to drink because I'm getting a little parched, and then we'll get back to your readings. Just give me 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves about why we are so scrumptious. Because I know you support each other, which I love, my baby. I love that for us. Okay, in the meantime, we're gonna get, we got Nicole. So if Nicole is in the house, my baby, make yourself known. And I'm gonna take a little breaky here from the read. Yeah, I did, Steph, I did get your question, yeah. So Steph, I'll tell you which one. So we got Nicole. If Nicole is in the house, then we got 3 questions from Nicole. Then we got you, Steph, baby. So if Nicole doesn't come up, I'm going to do stuff now. And then we'll do Nicole. And then we got Anjali. And then we'll see who else comes up if I got any more questions with this. All right, Mom's just going to give herself some touch, right? Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Joe's still here. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Or as they say in Argentina, Cinco de Mayo. Steph, get the margarita. Okay, while we wait for, so I think we're going to do Steph and then we're going to do Nicole because I don't see Nicole coming up. Or we'll do, you need to step out, Anjali. Yeah, I'll just say it and then you can come back, baby. No problem. Anjali, I'll keep you till last anyway. So like, you know, if you got time to come back and maybe you'll just catch it at the end. All right, baby? My sweetie. You're not that kind of Mexican. What do you mean, like a margarita drinking Mexican? But yeah, it's interesting that it's all happening on May 5th today. Hold on a second, baby. Okay, so we'll take a little break here. We'll wait for stuff. Yeah, what do you mean? So yeah, manifesting in eclipse season. That comes up a lot. Let me just tell you very quickly, my boo-boos. Manifesting in the eclipse season, I see some spiritual people like online saying, whatever you do, don't manifest, don't do magic in eclipses and stuff like that. People say that about the full moon as well and all kinds of things. I would say know your astrology, know what's going on in the eclipse, like, you know, what is being affected. And if you feel like it's not a good time for you to do magic, don't do it. But if you feel like it is a good time for you to do magic or manifesting, do it. Eclipses are a great time to manifest, particularly if you have subterranean placements in your chart. So if you have Scorpio, if you got Saturn placements in prominent positions, if you have all the heavy duty ones, even Capricorn, eclipses are a great time to manifest. Cancer, in the lunar eclipse, for example. But Scorpio in particular. So if you are ruled by, you got Scorpio ruling any one of your prominent placements, you want to be in your natural habitat, and the natural habitat for Scorpio is the shadow. So any shadow will do, and definitely the eclipse will be good for you because you're not affected by it in the same way other people are because you see things in the darkness anyway. But it all depends on, what feels right for you. If you feel like it's not right, don't ever do manifesting or spiritual work when it doesn't feel right, no matter what anybody says. I, for example, I don't stick to like moon phases that much because my magic works in a different way. So I don't really, I do a lot of planetary magic, but I don't do it in ways that some people do. And sometimes I'm on a different timeline, but that's just like my own personal preference. And, I kind of work with a kind of hybrid magic system, that I had, that I figured out, or, different things work for different people. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh, Nicole is here. Awesome. Steph, did I master it? No, I don't. I'm not an astrologer. I know nothing about astrology. I just know the things that are important to me. So I know I know eclipses in terms of like how that affect. Chris asked as well in the beginning of the live. Does that affect a tarot reader's ability to read tarot when there's an eclipse? Absolutely not. Nothing will affect that. It might inform it, it might give it a flavor, but it's never going to affect an oracle because tarot is an oracle. And I'm just the messenger anyway. I'm just like, I'm just an addition. But yeah, when it comes to manifesting itself, don't ever be afraid to manifest at times when people say don't do it. People say all kinds of things. And, you know, especially on the internet, like just so much like kind of trashy information, you know, from like witchy Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Whatever feels right to you. If you feel, let's say you never manifest in eclipses because you don't like them, and then one day you feel called to manifest in an eclipse, you can manifest love. You can manifest, you can Mercury, break up with your no good, you know, Bill and Mercury retrograde. You know, do whatever you got to do whenever it feels right, because there's always something else at play. There's always, you know, your specific chart in different systems of astrology too will be reverberating in a different way. Everyone's, you know, an individual. But yeah, so for example, I do a lot of magic in times of darkness, in eclipses, for example. I was born on, okay, so yeah, because, sorry. I do a lot of eclipse magic because I feel like the darkness is my place, but I also have a lot of very heavy placements, and I've had, you know, I come from the darkness. Like I say, I come from the underworld. So that's my kind of magic. Am I manifesting death and doom and gloom? No, I'm manifesting love. I'm manifesting abundance. I'm manifesting a future, but I'm doing it through my rulers, and I'm doing it through my guardian mother deities like Hecate, like, you know, also Aphrodite, who is the darkness too, the, you know, all different sources of darkness. Because for Scorpio, the darkness is the light, because we see in the darkness. And, you know, there's rest in the darkness. The shadow gives life. Without the shadow, we would all die, you know. So, but that's just my natural habitat. For someone without those plutonic placements, it might be more difficult. So if you don't feel comfortable, you know, I wouldn't do that. But you can manifest whatever you want out of the darkness and out of Pluto, because, you know, Pluto has no limits. Pluto is the underworld. It's the other world. Okay. Anyways, that's enough about from my pontificating. Oh, Steph, thank you so much. I enjoy you too, Bill. The imaginary friend. Your lawyer is weird about the moon. You think you need to fire him? That's awesome. How is your lawyer funny about the moon? Yeah, tell us, imaginary friend. I want to hear this story. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna do stuff now, Nicole, and then I'm gonna do your questions, Nicole, and then we're gonna get to whoever is next. Is that okay, my babies? Huh? Okay. Let's see what the tarot wants you to know, stuff. And advice. What does the tarot want my baby to know? Aww. Wow, Bill. I don't know why this is coming out so heavy. This is not about you, though. It's about the person who broke your heart, or the person who did you an injustice is really getting their just desserts. I don't know if you know this. We got the Three of Swords, justice, okay? And the Eight of Swords. Stuff, baby. Karma. Karma is hitting someone like a ton of bricks. The person who hurt you, you know, whatever, you know who this is. I think it's romantic hurt. It could be any kind of hurt. Someone caused you a lot of hurt, betrayal, hurt your little heart. They're getting their karma right now. And especially in this plutonic energy, Pluto's going to snatch them in and give them a lesson to learn. It's not going to be a nice 6 months. Justice is being served. I'm literally seeing like someone went to jail or something. And if it's not a literal jail, it's a jail of the soul. Someone's, you know, imprisoned by the things that they did to you. Someone really did you an injustice, baby. They really did you an injustice. And they try to bind you to that injustice. They try to, like, you know, refuse to, like, they tried to gaslight you about it. But the goddess of justice and the angels of justice were watching that entire time, and the karma is coming back around for that person. For some reason, that's the first message that came through that you should know. They wanted you to know that. Judgment. This person thought they got away with it, or like nothing bad happened to them. He will. You feel like he hasn't learned stuff. He'll learn next 6 months. Give it until next Scorpio season. We'll see how he's doing. Something is coming. Trust, judgment, make justice and judgment. But you can't, Pluto is reigning upon this, and you're the Libra. You're exalted here in the middle. It's like past sins coming back to bite someone. Like shadows from the past. He's feeling like, I think he's either starting to feel guilt, or he will feel guilt, or at least remorse for what he did. In either case, some kind of a punishment and judgment will be made upon him. Like literally the angels have judged him. He's a Pisces. He's going to learn his lesson. But karma is always dual. So on the one side of the coin, this is the scale, right? So he's getting his karma for what he did, but you're also accruing karma for good things to come your way. So know that. But that's the message. So if you feel like he hasn't learned his lesson, it's not even about learning his lesson. It's not your responsibility whether the douche flute has learned his lesson. It's about whether he has received his karma. Justice will be done. For some reason, you need to know that. And if he learns the lesson, he learns the lesson. And if he doesn't, then whatever. He has something coming towards him that's going to be a harsh reality. They're not telling me what exactly, but I see like almost like literally jail, or like some kind of a punishment. Maybe public humiliation. I don't know. Like someone's on the cards for him. And these kinds of messages hardly ever come through, because I'm not like a karma, like karma gonna get you kind of reader. But when they come through, this is very like, sorry, my babies. YouTube effed me out again. Like I said boom, and like YouTube was like no. So when a message like this comes out, it's like a judgment is being pronounced. It's all swords. She has a sword. This is swords here. It's not a pleasant experience for him. Maybe his karma is that you're not going to continue with him. But if you continue, he's going to receive something, like he's going to receive a very harsh judgment or lesson. I'm telling you. Judgment. Stuff, I would work with that, Maybe they're also saying you need to pronounce judgment on him if he gaslights you and stuff like that. So that was, the first message. That was like the pressing matter they wanted to tell you. Take your good karma and take it somewhere else. If he can't shape up. Yeah, King of Wands, Page of Swords. Don't trust everything he says. Not just about the gaslighting, something else. Maybe you're like talking to him right now about something, and you had a question for him. Don't trust everything he says. Okay. Good that you're moving out. Yeah, don't take responsibility for anything. He doesn't deserve it. Yeah, well then F him. Good that you're moving out. That's part of the karma. But it's almost like a string of events. If you want him to learn his lesson, you probably do want to move out, or like, give him some kind of a break away from him. It's like a divorce, justice is also like divorce, or like some kind of a severance that will allow him to be put on this path. It's like a chain reaction, but there's other things coming his way. He's having some kind of a karma moment in the next 6 months. Comeuppance is the word I'm hearing. Is the comeuppance. There's nothing you can do about it. But you can, you leaving is a part of that. Oh, Joe has had some interesting developments in his area. Interesting. Is it just like real time, Joe? Ah, TWCE is here. Hi, my baby. All right, with those. So, Steph, let's go to the other part of the question, whatever comes out. Yeah. Anything else? And the advice. Steph, did you apply for something recently, like, to start like a new job or a new course or something like that? If you're awaiting a message of some kind, it is coming towards you. That's what you should know. This is what you're not expecting. So you may be receiving some kind of good news that you're not expecting. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady progress, and the Page of Pentacles. You're starting something new. It's going to be slow, steady progress, but it's taking you to the abundance and the financial stability that you seek. And also achievement. You're going places. It seemed like, it's slow, but it's not. It just seems like it is. This is, you're not expecting this. You're going to have more success than you think, and you're going to have more like an acceptance. Something will be accepted that you want, and a message will come that you hope for, but maybe you don't know, maybe you're like thinking it's not going to, it will come. Maybe still in Taurus season, maybe within about a month or two, something's coming your way that you've been waiting for. Could be a shorter time. Timing in tarot, I do not sign off on the timing in tarot because that's such a slippery fish. But something's coming. Could be a day as well. You're expecting a new and different job offer. Awesome. So, like, prognosis, very positive. It's going to be awesome. You get it. Maybe you've been waiting a while. There's a break with the old. Ace of Swords and the beginning of new. Oh, look who's here at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor right behind it. I'd say do move out, but really cut yourself off from him because there's another man coming through. Much better. The Emperor. But the clean break needs to be done first. Big boss energy. But I mean big. Someone who's more worthy of you. Someone who has a lot more to offer to you in every way. Could be a past life soulmate connection. Or someone who knows you or remembers you from a different time. Yeah, I mean, look, this is first the break, right? And then, you can be single for as long as you need to be, making slow and steady progress. And then, when the time is right, this one will appear. Yeah, well, absolutely take care of yourself, heal yourself. But I feel like a man will appear like almost out of, you're not going to be expecting him. You're not going to know that, but he will appear. And it's going to be good for you. Because what you want to be doing is you don't want to be letting people in who are draining. You don't want to be letting that in. You only want to be accepting people who are lifting you up and contributing. Ah, TWC, that's so sweet. Oh, of course I remembered you. Of course I remembered you, baby. All right, so you know what I'm saying, babies? Let the love in that is lifting you up. But it's someone, you'll recognize this man. He's quite powerful, either, in his spirituality or, in the way that he can lift you up. He's not going to be a drain to you. But now, absolutely, abundance coming your way. It's been a long time coming. Better times, better horizons. Take care of yourself. Pay attention to yourself, to your coin, your health, your scrumptiousness. Invest in yourself. And F the current douche flute. He's going to get his karma now anyway. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, betrayal. Well, put them to the test. That's the thing. I know it's difficult because with people, people will say anything just to get you hooked. And then when it's too late, it's like, oh, that's who you really are. This is why it's very frustrating. You got to be careful. All right. And any advice for my baby? Yeah. Move out. Like legit, it's saying if you're moving home now, great idea. 10 of Wands is a home move. Queen of Pentacles, having your own space, your own home, just like you were saying. She's the boss of her own situation. She's abundant. She's making abundance for herself. She's focused on her coin. She's doing the mostest herself. That's all she needs is herself. Also Taurus energy. And then the Magician. You're manifesting a whole new future for yourself. And it's a future of abundance. Look how peaceful and scrumptious she looks. And she's manifesting that for herself. And your guides and your angels are manifesting it for you. First, the home move. This is your confirmation. But I'm telling you, love is coming your way. 9 of Cups. You're not expecting it. Maybe you're not paying attention to it. But in your timeline is another man. Maybe it will take a year, a couple of years, however long you need to take. There is another man coming your way. So don't give up on love. A man who knows how to love you. Higher order soulmate. Things happen when you are ready too. So, when you're ready to manifest them. All right, stuff, baby. I hope that helped. Ah, you're most welcome to Bill. Yeah, after your ex, whatever. He can, he can be by himself now and talk to himself, talk to his own hands. All right, babies. Next one is Nicole. Hold on, I got a message from Nicole. Maybe Nicole, can you say something in the chat now? Because I think maybe there's a delay sometimes. Maybe if I didn't see your message before, I did see you beforehand. I did see you, but we had stuff before. So Nicole, baby, are you there? I saw like 2 messages from you, but I don't think, did I see more here in the comments? Let's see. This happens sometimes in the chat because there's a delay, and then by the time like I get to the readings, then I don't see your messages. All right, we'll just wait for Nicole to materialize, my puppies. Because yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes I call out your name, and then by the time I respond, I'm already on to another reading because I don't see, like, you see it come up, but I see it with a delay, baby. Well, that's okay. We can chill out for a second. So we got, okay, so far, let me tell you who I got. Boo-boos, I'm still taking PayPal questions because we're doing a monster live again. I'm taking PayPal questions. It is $13 per question. It is PayPal only. The PayPal link and instructions on how to ask your question are in the description box below. If possible, send your question in the PayPal via PayPal. And if you can't, then just send me an email. My email is in the description box below. And just let me know which PayPal that's for. It's $13 per question. If you have a question for the spirits of the dead, it is $33 per question. You can communicate with the spirit realm in general, or you can communicate with a specific person who has passed, or we can at least try to communicate with them. Yeah, I don't see Nicole yet. I don't know. Maybe Nicole, I don't know if you're writing something now. That's interesting. I don't see Nicole. I wonder what happened. Let me just send, you know what, Nicole? I'll send you a message in the PayPal. Because something's not right now. There's something going on with YouTube, you know, with the freaking TWC. Good to see you. Just sent me a question. Thank you. Good to see the chat is still working. Okay, yeah, I don't see Nicole in the chat right now. Let me just message her in the PayPal. this is silly. Okay, I just messaged you, message Nicole via PayPal just to make sure. Yeah, that's right, Joe. 10 of you in the chat, how many are hitting like, all right? I see you, Bibiz, yeah? And how many are subscribed? Or else I'll tell the spirits. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know if Nicole is still here or what's happening with that one. But Bibu's no troubles. I'm going to do Nicole because I'm doing Anjali at the end. So I'll do Nicole before Anjali because Nicole sent in a few questions. Ah, Nicole's here. Okay, I see you now, baby. Carla, you hit the like button. Awesome. The other voices, awesome handle. All right, Nicole. So we're going to do your questions now, and then we'll move on to the others. So, yes. Thank the Lord. Good. Yeah, you know what? YouTube's like very, like, the chat's kind of glitchy sometimes, but often sometimes by the time I see the response, Bibiz, we moved on to the next question, but we always get to you. All right, so Nicole, let's do your questions. Thank you for the tip, Nicole. Thank you kindly, and we'll look at your questions now. Okay. TWCE, I have received your question. All right. Let me just read the question, my baby. Nicole, do you want me to read it out loud? Okay, so we got, I'm just reading your story, my baby. Well, he sounds like a douche flute, my boo. Yeah, I can give you all of that. Let's see. Okay, so I'll answer your first question. Will he come back? Yeah, so before I answer your question, there's like a card slipped out. You got the tower here, Nicole, my boo. Like, yeah, there's like it was like a sudden, like, the fight escalated. I see things escalating. They were brewing for a long time, though. Whatever drama, douche flute behavior he's coming up with, I almost want to say, like, it's been a long time coming, but it finally materialized. It's like something was brewing underneath the surface. It's also Scorpio energy in the Scorpio eclipse. Something was brewing underneath the surface with him. And finally it came to a head, you know? He's like a little volcano. He was like, there's like instability here around him. I don't know if you felt that before with him. Let me know, Bill. It's like, you know, maybe you felt it, maybe you saw it, maybe a part of you saw it and felt it. Something here. Three of Swords, broken hearts. You're both broken-hearted right now because of this fight. It was like an explosive fight. All right, let's continue. So let's see. Your first question, will he come back? Please show me angels. Will he come back? He sounds like a douche flute, though. Will he come back, my angels? It might take some work for him to come. It's a weird answer. Let's delve into this bit, Bill. You got the star here. The angels are saying if you want to manifest him back into your life, he will return if you really want him. But at what cost? At what cost, Bibu? You got the 8 of Pentacles. It's going to take hard work. You're going to, it's like you're going to be by yourself for a while you negotiate something with him here. But it's not impossible. The outcome is the Ace of Cups, so, you know, love can reunite. Love can reunite. Thank you, imaginary friend. So yeah, there can be a new beginning in love here, but you're gonna have to work through some issues. Let's see what the issues are, you know. But it's like something was a long time erupting, and it's almost like not a surprise that the tower fell. He's gonna leave you wondering. He's gonna leave you kind of like, you know, almost like on red for a while because he is mad. But issues need to be worked through. In terms of will he come back? Will he come back if you put in a lot of work into it and you can stand kind of being on your like own with this problem for a little bit? It doesn't have to be a long time. Like, you know, a day can feel like a long time. So however that translates into your situation, then yeah, he will come back. Yeah, I don't either, Nicole, the Bill. It's just like that sometimes. Let me open this in my laptop. Maybe I can see you in the as a viewer. Maybe I'll see you quicker, my baby. Hold on a second. I think you're getting a delay as well in how you're watching me. So it's not that I don't see, like, it's like both ways, Nicole. So you know what I mean? But let me just check. Okay, Nicole, do you want to like say something? How's this resonating for you so far with that tower energy? Tell me in the chat so I can see if I can see you in the other one. Oh yeah, I don't see anything so far. Okay. Let me just keep talking about, you know, the energy I see, and then, you know, tell me in the chat, Nicole, how that's resonating for you so far. It's like he's expecting you to, you know, be patient and do a lot of work on this in terms of him coming back. It's just going to take work. It's not, you know, if you want it, it's not impossible. What's wrong with him, though? Let's see. When will he come back? And will he be entertaining? Let me just see something else. Yeah, Nicole, I really don't see your comments. Like, I don't see you in the chat right now. So, I mean, I know you're here, but I don't see, like, anything materializing in the chat. So, yeah, there's some kind of an issue. Sometimes it's just a bit of a glitch. It's okay. We'll work through it. So, when? He could return in June, baby. Oh, I see it now, Nicole, baby. I see the comment now. It's more than that. So the tarot is telling you that it's more than that. Maybe it's brewing for him, but it's almost saying there's warning signs about this guy regardless. If you manifest him back, he could be back in June. Could be a nice reunion too, you know, doesn't have to be terrible, but there's some kind of a sacrifice you would need to make for that, unless he's expecting you. He's mad at something. Maybe he's just mad at himself. There's something here about him feeling like, I don't know, how much do you love this Bibu? Because he's coming across as kind of selfish. Look, sometimes people can appear to be very selfless and giving and whatever, but actually at the core of them, they're quite selfish. I was just talking about this card before in the life. I don't really like, I know this is a card of abundance, but I'm not a fan of this guy because he seems so selfish. Like, I got all these cups and they're all mine. And you can't, it's like, I mean, what kind of a life is this? He's coming across in this energy a little bit. It's like, it's almost like he doesn't like share. He doesn't like to, does he even like being in a relationship? He doesn't like sharing. He went home to his mama. Is he an only child, or was he treated like an only child, but like in the wrong way? You know what I mean? The Two of Pentacles. He's unsure about what he wants. But it's all about him, It's about his, how comfortable he feels. Sometimes people don't show you that about themselves because they know it's embarrassing to show how selfish they are. I mean, he's your fiance. So, you'd think he knows, but I don't know about him. Something fishy about him. There's something fishy about him, like his soul. Is this someone that you want to be? Maybe it's good he had this blow up because it's like, do you want to be investing, your future in a guy like that? Do you want me to pull up more? Let's do more detailed energy. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So, you need to think about, what kind of person you want to be inviting into your life to be, the king in your kingdom, the emperor in your empire, the emperor to your empress. Is he just a little boy? Makes sense. Okay. All right, Nicole. Let me delve a little bit deeper into this. But it's like, also the Tower tells me somewhere inside your heart, you kind of know some things about him. And maybe you were too kind to him, or too understanding about certain things. Does he expect women to be understanding towards his, BS or something like that? He's coming across quite selfish, I'll tell you that. Like, spoiled, selfish. Yeah. You've been mean to him. Okay. But has he been mean to you, Let's see. Like, how mean do you have to be for the masculine energy to move back to his mother if he's your fiance? Just kind of like disproportionate, you know what I mean? Like disproportionate. Yeah, there's a lot of investment into this situation. It's about, you got to think about, you've invested into this man. Now what? Let's see. Let's see, Pippiz. Please show me intros. What is the situation here? He definitely sees you, still as the one he wants to marry. His feelings towards you are the Empress. So, he loves you. He sees you as the main woman in his life. Oh, you got his parents involved because he got so upset. Oh my gosh. That is, a liability. He was upset about that. Yeah, but, do you want a man in your life to, like, do you want a man in your life that you have to call his mother? But the Empress, he definitely sees you as the woman of his life. I think he is thinking you're going to slowly work it out. But he thinks you're quite stubborn. He doesn't like that. His intention is to communicate with you and make up, though. The Eight of Wands. His intention is to do that. But he's also conflicted. It's like I think he's a little I think he's a lot childish, and I think he's a lot entitled, and I think he doesn't Like, he loves you very much, but I think he's a bit of a douche flute, and I think he's selfishness is coming through a lot. And it's almost like he wants, like, his wife to be his mother. You know, to be like, give him like the mothering more, or like to be more selfless. That's what he's expecting. So maybe he gets triggered whenever you're mean to him, because he needs you to be like always like tender-hearted and like unconditional love, which is unrealistic and insane. The three, sorry, I don't mean to trash him or anything, but you know, maybe it's something he needs to work on. Maybe you can both work on that together. He will, if you do nothing, he will eventually reach out to reconcile. The Three of Cups. Because he, you know, that's the card of engagement. That's an engagement or a wedding. So, you know, he is going to be tending towards that. So you're going to continue with this. He by himself is going to continue with this, the energy of the engagement. Six of Wands, you know, moving forward, showing off what he has. You know, there's reconciliation in his energy. Is overall for reconciliation. Not now. He's mad. It's going to take a lot of work. You're going to have to humor him for now. But in the long term, even if you did nothing, I see him returning to you and trying to make up. But also, again, you know, Six of Wands is a selfish energy. Very often, like, selfish masculinity, you know. This is the kind of person who pretends they don't know how to do the dishes, you know, like, you know, like that kind of like toxic masculine helplessness. You can do it better than me. I'm not saying he does that, but it's kind of that vibe he's giving off. He's 30, and yet there he is. It's all up to you, babe. Let's do your third question, then we'll look at the energies and some advice for you, you know, because it's an important decision. It's an important decision. It's an important thing. All right. Please show me angels. What's happening here? In terms of number 3. There's no doubt he loves you, like he loves you. He sees like his whole future stability. You know, you are the woman. But I don't know. Maybe it's not my place to say those things. It's just the energy that I got, and I have to say what energies I feel. If I didn't feel, you know, I need to tell you what I feel and what I see. Please, okay, yeah, Knight of Wands. Let's see. Question number 3. I think he's going to entertain. So, you know, don't get triggered, because tarot is not 100% accurate either. I think in his mind, he's not going to take action on it, but in his mind, he's going to entertain the possibility. Almost as like vengeance, or like, it's like petty, the possibility of talking to other people. You know, entertaining someone else. I think maybe he's going to try and talk to someone. He might get on an app. But in the last minute, he's going to walk away from it. You got those Two of Pentacles again. It's almost like he's given himself the freedom to be mad at you, so he can like also show you, you know. He's going to try and juggle someone here. Juggle them in. Sorry, I just heard someone screaming outside my window. That's confirmation. You know, the Magician, he's going to be tricky about it. Keep it a secret, you know, trying to go behind your back, but also manifest something to show you. So it's like, I don't see him entertaining someone necessarily to be with them, but I see him entertaining someone out of petty vengeance and then not pursuing it. So 8 of Cups, he's going to walk away from it. But he's going to try and show you. Like, you know, to himself, that showed her. He just wants to know he can. And it doesn't have to happen, because he's going to really consider it, because he knows it's like, you know, a douche food thing to do. But I think he might do it, like talk to someone, like DM them or something. Just maybe like an ex even or something. Oh, alcohol was involved. Okay, so that's the selfishness. Oh, you know, the Nine of Cups that came up as his card when I said selfishness, that can be, I mean, that's an innkeeper. That's someone who spends too much time drinking in bars. It can be that kind of energy for sure. And that makes you selfish, you know? Addiction makes you selfish. Oh, okay. Good that you understand, Nicole. Yeah, I don't mean to be mean towards him. It's just, you know, the reading is for you. It's not to, you know, it's not for him. Okay, I understand, baby. So he focuses on himself and under pressure. How bad is the, you know, alcohol things? It's all of these things you really need to consider. He's not going to seriously entertain anybody else, but I think out of petty revenge, he's going to think about it. He may not even talk to anyone. It's like he's almost doing something and walking away from it. He might DM someone or something, get on an app and be a douche flute about it. But it's kind of like in reaction to you. It's about you, really, just to show you. It's okay. Let's see. What does the future hold? I think he needs to work on himself. I think the future holds. I think you can have a happy future together. You have the Queen of Cups on the one hand, you know. There's a woman in love, a woman who is loved, a woman who gives a lot of love. You've got the Three of Wands. So, you know, two people a lot of love communication between two people. But he's kind of missing from the picture, you know, unless he works on himself. So the Three of Pentacles, he needs to work on himself. Involving other people, the help of other people, maybe his parents, maybe like, you know, like a support group or something. If not, you know, you might become like a widow to the drink or, you know, whatever he's like, he chooses to do. Like he's not present. And he likes to be the center of attention though, or he likes to be, you know, the most important one. You could end up mourning the love you feel for him if he doesn't, you know, work on himself. It's like self-work. And he can, but it's saying like, the cards are saying, you know, the marriage will be happy as long as there's like, he works on himself and he gets help. Going forward. And there's love here. The love is true, okay? And that's only, you know, a prognosis. So, you know, the tarot, when it talks about the future, it's just seeing things. It's like predicting the weather, you know, like 70, 75% correct, 80, sometimes 100. But, you know, it's not an exact science. And let's see what the advice is for you. Let me also know in the chat. I know there's a delay, but let me know in the chat, you know, if you have any other follow-ups, baby. Okay, so the advice for you today, and again, you know, it's all about free will, but don't make, I don't know if you have like anything planned, if he's your fiance, you're planning a wedding, but it's almost kind of saying like, you know, delay the wedding or something. Test him more, because this behavior is good. Just good, like the behavior needs to be fixed before you do anything. It may be that this blow up, this tower moment that happened now, is almost like a lucky escape for you. The Seven of Swords. Four of Wands, you know, there's like completion. This is a wedding, you know, wedding celebration. It could be, you know, that this is what you want and that you could be happy with him. You two could be very happy. But that's in the center of the reading on two sides is, you know, someone escaping heartbreak. So is, you know, is being with him bringing you more heartbreak? Then it's not, you know, then it's bringing you scrumptiousness. And do you need to, you know, cut your lot? Like, it's up to you, right? Can you trust him to change? It's almost saying, don't just take it on trust to change. You know, make sure he changes. Avoid heartbreak by, you know, making him do things before you finalize anything. And sometimes those tower moments when there's a blow up like that, you know, sometimes it's a lucky escape. Okay, he's slowing down, making a good turn. Okay, I see your comment now. I think we just had too much together. Yeah, we've turned a little high from disagreement within the day. Okay, I would just, you know, I would watchful waiting, watch him, watch what he does before you commit to a future with him. There's something here. You know, and like I say, it's all about free will, but you can manifest whatever you want. I'm never going to be like, oh no, don't marry this guy. But there's some kind of reward, like, trust me. It's not always like the worst thing, but Seven of Swords, you know, that was coming up for me recently over and over again. And it's like a lucky escape sometimes. Just keep your wits about you with him. If he's working on himself, the tarot is saying the future will be bright. But he needs to work on himself to avoid disappointment. Keep your wits about you. Does that make sense, my baby? It's like, you know, bittersweet, but I don't like this heartbreak here. You know, make sure that he doesn't, you know, spiral or do something under pressure again. Like, you know, something here. So let me know, Boo. Let me get a little spirit card for you. And let me know, Nicole, if there's anything else you want to know. You know, if you want to ask the spirit something else. And I know there's a delay, so I'm just going to pull some cards, some more advice cards here for you and guidance. And in the meantime, I'm going to confirm with my boo-boos. I'll tell you who's up next. We got TWCE, then we got Nadia, and then we got Anjali. And, oh, sorry, and imaginary friend. Correction. First we got, no, yes? Oh, that's the imaginary friend. Okay, so we got, next up, we got, TWCE, then we got imaginary friend, and then I'm going to go back to Anjali, and then I'm going to do, oh no, that's it. All right, I'm just going to wait for Nicole to follow up if you have any more questions, my baby. Oh, my baby, sorry. It's been, not that it's been a long night, but it's been a long night. I think I've been live for almost 5 hours. Why do other readers, like, they come on for an hour? It's because they're focused and they're not dyslexic. That's why. I'm full of vigor. I love that word. Always makes me feel like. Okay, Nicole, we're just gonna wait for the messages to come through, and I'll take anything else your angels want to tell you. Joe, there were innuendos in all the readings, but it may be Libra got the most, the mostest, because Libra is connected to Aphrodite, to Venus. So probably all the innuendos came out in the Libra reading. Can't remember what did Libra get? Justice again, right? It was similar to the Scorpio reading. Okay, so while we wait for Nicole, let me just tell you this one more message for you, Nicole. You got the Trinket 5 here from the angel spirit, not the angel, from the spirit deck. And time to shine. You're in a lucky period. This isn't just about your love life with your boo. This is about your whole life. The spirits want you to know that you're super lucky right now. It actually says manifesting money and income for the Trinket 5. You might want to work with the sigil if you want to, or the number 555 could be significant and lucky, or just the number 5, and it's the 5th of May today. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So you are in your manifestation power, and this is your future with your boo, but also your career, your money, your career. I'm getting the feeling that your career is looking really good right now. You're in a very great space in your career. A time of abundance, a time of creation, a time just like an amazing time, baby. Like the angels want you to know this, aside from your boo, you got abundance coming in. If you're trying to make moves in your career or in your business, if you're an entrepreneur, this is a great time to be doing things. What's going for you in your life in general right now is the Page of Swords. So you have all kinds of know-how and knowledge that other people don't really have. And there's something here about being like, it's almost like David and Goliath, and you're David. There's like a tendency for people to maybe sometimes even underestimate you, because like, I don't know, in your industry or in your business, maybe they feel like you're younger than them, or you're the new kid on the block. This is a typical small business overtaking a big business. So you have an advantage to you in the sense that people think, oh, she's just like small business, or like she's not that senior, she's not 50-year-old CEO. But you have the know-how that other people don't have. Your sword is large, like you're a big sword here. And you have a lot of inspiration around you. So you have knowledge other people don't have, and you have inspiration and genius in your industry other people don't have. And especially if you're trying to start a business by yourself or go it alone, this is the time to do it. Oh, you've been in no contact since yesterday, 2 days with arguing. Yeah. Is it best for you to remain quiet? Let me get the other deck and see. Is it best for Nicole to communicate and work with him, or to be quiet and wait for him? It's kind of saying there's going to be reconciliation regardless. The tarot, because you got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So the tarot is saying if you continue communicating with him, it's going to be a power struggle, but he's eventually going to submit to you. And if you leave him alone for a little bit, you got Temperance here, and that might be more peaceful for you. It might be more peaceful for you to just give him some space, just for you. Give yourself healing, give yourself love. Because it's like, you're this angel here, you're like giving yourself love here in this card. And if you work with him right now, you're going to be dealing with the beast. So, it's more work, whichever you feel like doing. But I see him submitting anyway. You might be feeling a little bit, you just might be feeling more peaceful if you don't engage and just wait for him to come back around. Yeah, it's almost like, let him come to that conclusion for now. Might be best to, like, leave it for a couple of days and then see what happens. Interesting. King of Cups. It can represent also someone who has a problem with drinking too much. I would not respond to any. Let's see. Should she not respond to anything, or just like give him space? Not respond or give space? No, I would just give him space. I would respond if it's like aggressive drama messages. Then I would just like distance myself from that. Maybe not respond to those. But if it's like constructive, I would respond. But give him space. Don't reach out first. Don't start the argument. If he's sending you angry messages, I would ignore. Take the higher ground, distance but love, loving distance, kindness, the star, Aquarian energy. So to go back to the final message, there's just like such a delay, Nicole. I don't know why it's coming through like that for you today. Maybe that's on the eclipse energy, or maybe this is about like taking your time with him, not making any hasty decisions about your future. Maybe that's the energy that's coming through. Yeah, that's okay, Nicole. So, maybe we had the delay issue today, might be Bill, because, that's your message from the angels, take your time. Take your time. Think, rethink everything twice, whatever you do. I know from where you say, you're going to be building a future together. So, like, it's just saying, don't rush into anything. And also now with the reconciliation, it's looking like you will reconcile. But like I say, tarot is like, it's like predicting the weather. Maybe something will come up about him, or like, he's going to do something that's going to, make you see him in a different light or something. Like, who knows? These things happen. Yeah, I see the rest of you, boo-boos. It's just Nicole. But I think we figured it out. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because like that was the message that, was meant for her. The message about taking time or delays. Maybe the other thing I would suggest to you, Nicole, with that Seven of Swords that I saw, there's something about him. I'm so sorry to say this. Just something about him I don't like with that selfishness. And I gotta say this because it's something that's coming through, and it doesn't mean that he's gonna be a bad partner or you shouldn't like marry him, or it doesn't mean that. It's just the tarot is giving me a message for you to just, there's a delay in how we were communicating today, Nicole. Maybe there's a delay in the information that you will receive about him. There could be something about him you need to find out. And it hasn't reached you yet, so rush into nothing with him. Nothing. Go over everything twice. Yeah, it's not just the way he acted, it's just a feeling I'm getting from the cards with him. Yeah, and see, that's the issue. If he feels it was justified and he doesn't change his mind on that, doesn't meet you halfway, or even more so, then I don't like that. And there's an energy in the cards that I don't like about him. Yeah, do that, Nicole. Just like, make sure you focus on like rechecking. It's like checking his work and rechecking it twice kind of thing. But, I'm sure whatever you decide and choose, you're going to be very happy. I see a lot of success for you in general, with him or without him. As I was saying, in your career, you have some kind of a know-how here that's like really great. You have a lot of talent. You have a talent for knowing things, or for research, or being ahead of the game. Oh, he's blaming you. Yeah, he's blaming you now, but I think he's going to come around. Just make sure that he comes around with an apology and understanding his part in it. Because if he just keeps blaming you, then like even without the tarot, that's a red flag. That's that figure in the Nine of Cups who's like, F you, like my way. Oh no, little baby. I don't like that energy. If he's blaming you for everything now, think what's going to happen when he's trapped you. I'm sorry, married you. No, I'm sorry. I'm making a bad joke. But you know what I mean? Like, some people think of it like that. Now you're trapped. So yeah, you have a lot of abundance coming to your life. You have a lot of talent. And it's about a specific thing, but I think you're quite versatile. There's something here about like also a message from your angels to say you got judgment here, what's blocking you sometimes in your life in general. You might feel some guilt about past things or like, anxiety coming back from the past. Work on the past issues. If you feel guilt towards people, like we all feel it sometimes, let it go. You don't owe anyone anything from the past anymore. Like, it's fine. You did your best. If it's anxiety from past trauma, that's something to work through. And also it could be affecting your relationships today, like your relationship with him, it's about reflecting what it is about your past or your childhood that, that's making it possible for him to act out like this. And, you're like accommodating him. What's giving you so much empathy for this man? Something in the past, but something like about guilt. It's your guilt or the guilt of other people. Sunny, it is 4:48 in the morning. It's good morning. Birdie, my baby. Hi, my boo-boo. So that's what I'm saying here, Nicole. And one thing also, like a bit of advice here, how best to, handle yourself right now in this energy. Just, again, general, not just about him. The Chariot. You have the power to move mountains. You have a lot more power than you think. You're a manifester as well, so use that power. There's a lot of stars around you as well. You have some kind of a star quality. You may be someone who's on the way or already is established in your area of expertise, or someone who is known for it, or someone who could have a lot of success as like, an industry star or leader, or someone just like who is seen and noticed. Because you're like a mover and shaker, and you got that like David and Goliath archetype here for you. You're like David. You're going to take something by storm, but you got to believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. Don't let the past hold you back. Yeah, you're connected to your ancestors. Good. Keep going. Keep striving. It's a lucky time for money right now. So, whatever that means to you. The number 5 is lucky. Today is number 5. 555. Trinket 5 came up for you. Oh, Nicole, that's awesome. That's coming up, that's coming up as, your talent. You have abundance and talent around you. So, there's things coming your way that, things you wish for. It's like you have a connection to the heavens, direct. So it's all looking good. Question is, always, it's all about free will. So question for you, my boo, is he worthy? And, just check and recheck his work, and then take your time making any decisions whatsoever. Because, no one's irreplaceable. I mean, of course we are all irreplaceable and, beautiful snowflakes, but at the same time, and he needs to respect you, is he worshiping you? It's like, yeah, you're friends and you get along, but is he worshiping you? All right, my baby. Thank you, Nicole, my darling. I'm just going to wait to see if Nicole says something in the chat, because we have like the delay going on still. And then I'll give you the order for the next ones in line. So we got, we did stuff. So then we got TWCE, imaginary friend, and then I'm going to do Anjali at the end in case she can still join us. And then let's see if I can reload the page again. Boo-boos, it's going to be last dibs for your PayPal questions. If you want me to answer your PayPal questions, it is $13 a question, my boo-boo. PayPal link is in the description box below. TWCE, awesome. Just give me 2 minutes, TWCE. I'm just gonna wait for to see if Nicole has anything to say about if this resonated for her, because there's like a couple of minutes delay. But yeah, in the meantime, oh babies. So yeah, I was gonna talk about magic and stuff like that. So do the magic at the times that work for you. And don't be afraid of the darkness. Don't be afraid of scorpionic energy, particularly for a Scorpio. You have, a lot of advantage when it comes to working with all kinds of magic. And manifesting is also making the hidden visible, just like magic. Not even visible, but like, it's kind of like the transmutation, the body of Christ, make the word into flesh or something along those lines, make, transform word into flesh. Magic, yes, imagining. Which is why your mommy works with eclipses to do magic. Waning, waxing moon, also, I do a lot of opposite magic, just because I live in the underworld, so whatever works for you. And even if you're not a Scorpio or you're not working with scorpionic energies, if it works for you, do it. Your numerology is important too, not just your astrological placements. I'm just gonna put some my makeup's gone. The other voice says, manifest. Why are you manifesting an ex? Imaginary friend. I can't do math. Neither can I. Okay, so the other voice says manifesting an ex. Do you mean like what is a good time to do that, or like how? I would just use, any manifestation technique that you do that works for you. Definitely Mercury retrograde would be a good time to be doing that. Someone else's ex. Someone else's ex. Yeah, my future husband. The other voice says, yeah, so, for example, Mercury retrograde would be a good time to do that. Also, working with scorpionic energy, judgment in the tarot is my card of an ex returning. How? It depends. You know what? It depends on what you believe in. I'll tell you that. Manifesting things really depends on your belief, what works for you, what kind of, brain you have, you can put an incantation on it. You can work with goddesses and deities and stuff like that. You can visualize things. You can, you can write it down as an incantation. I use the word incantation and manifestation sometimes like interchangeably. I should be more careful about that because I really manifest using goddess energy, so I manifest everything through goddess work and deities, which is really pagan worship in a way, but I call it manifesting. And I call upon gods and goddesses to aid me in my work. Imaginary friends trying to disappear people from their timeline. Awesome. So whatever works for you, other voices. So, if you're a visual person, I would visualize the return. if you are, you know, someone who likes paganism, I would, you know, make an offering to a god or goddess, and I would work with that energy, that deity, to manifest that that person. It's always good, also, you know. What else works? Visualization, working with candles, or you know, candle magic, but for manifesting purposes. So, you know, burning a candle to use the energy, to give the energy to the manifestation, and visualizing what you want to happen. You know, it all depends on what you like. I find that, you know, those manifestation techniques that people often use and talk about are like, they don't work, because you have to, like, you know, the prerequisite is that you have to really believe it, that it's already done. And, you know, that's a suspension of disbelief a lot of people don't have. I don't have that suspension of disbelief. So I manifest using incantation techniques from magic and paganism. But my magic is strong is that way, because that's what I believe in. I walk the path of the goddess. So everything I manifest is through the goddess. So other voices, I would say there's no one technique to do it. But there is, like, hacks to do it. And it's all about you and what works for you. What makes you feel like it's really being manifested. Because it's all about that belief. It's all about, you know, a belief in your will, the power of your word, the power of your vibration. And also, because if something's really, there's a lot of resistance to something happening, manifestation won't work. Magic will work, but it will come back with, it will backfire and come back with consequences. So, you know, it all depends on what kind of X it is. And, you know, if they are meant to come back. Let me know, other voices, if that's helpful to you. So yeah, I'm a big believer in very, you know, individual ways of manifesting things, because you know, everyone has such a different belief system. Okay. Easiest way, by the way, other voices, the easiest way is to just say it, you know, and believe that you have the power to influence reality. Just say it, you know. My ex has returned. My ex is mine. My ex is with me. But, you know, think about, you know, why you want them, and are they good for you? You know, what is the purpose of that? My ex is mine. And then live your life accordingly. Say it in a way that makes sense to you. All right, so with authority, the other voices, sure thing. We can do that. We can do a consult for you as well. I offer consultations on magic and stuff like that. So send me an email. Email is in the description box below my video. Okay, so judgment's coming through. Manifesting an X, you know, already the tarot little angels giving you a little message that there are other voices. You know, maybe you will, not maybe, but like, you know, you may very well be more successful than you think with this manifestation. But do you really want it, though? That's always the question. All right, my baby. So I don't think we have any more from Nicole. Thank you, Nicole, my baby, for your questions. We are going to do TWCE. All right, my favorite little bit, Bill. Of course, I remember you. Let me read your question. TWCE, are you still in the house? And then I'll read the order again. This is last dibs for questions, babies. If you got a PayPal question for me, ask now or remain silent until tomorrow night. TWCE. Then we got imaginary friend, and then Andrali, and then we are going to log off because mommy it's tomorrow for mommy. All right, TWCE, hi. How's it going? All right. Let's see what's coming up for you. So let's see what is coming in love. What good things coming in love? TWCE. It's almost like the tarot is answering both questions at once, but I'm just gonna like got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Hold on a second. This guy, you know, that you mentioned, it's almost like he's gonna, like, has he tried to make a return, or like, what's he about? I can't remember now if we did a reading for him before, but you know, the thing that is over is going to try and return, but you're gonna get a lot of satisfaction from that. So it's like already the tarot is saying, you know, death here, the thing that was suspended and that ended for you energetically in love. Someone's gonna try and return from the dead. And it's Pluto, you know, Pluto, you can't make this up. Eclipse energy, Pluto coming through. Yeah, he's going to try. But you're going to be like, I don't know you. And that's going to be your satisfaction and his karma. We'll also look into his other karma. Temperance. You're like, no, I'm sorry. No, bye. You're healing. You're healed. You know, you're an angel. You have a lot of like, I think you're finding a lot of peace and abundance when it comes to being with yourself. I do see things happening in your life. I'll tell you what I see in your, who I see in your love life. But for now, I feel like for some reason, I think you're meant to focus on work more than love and your own peace and what it is that you want, working with angels. You will, first you got to receive satisfaction from this douche flute. There is, you know, there is a sense here with the Hanged Man that when it comes to your love life, you're going to have options, but I don't see you choosing like anyone soon that you like so much. Yeah, he's going to try. That's the satisfaction and the karma. Yeah, totally stay with yourself because, like, you know, you've had some immense healing here and you got help from the angels with this Temperance card and, like, you know, stay in this equilibrium. There's a bit of a, you feel like there's, maybe you feel like there's a bit of a delay, like, you know, why can't I meet someone amazing, scrumptious, whatever, because you're meant to be working on yourself right now too, and you're meant to be working, yeah, like, you know, artistic pursuits, it's Pisces energy, you know, there's other work that you need to be doing right now, but there are people in your life, you're just like suspending judgment on all of them, because I don't think you're going to be choosing anyone. It's like eclipse energy, right? So like, until the next eclipse, which is going to be in the fall, I don't see you choosing anyone in particular. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm not making any decisions here. Like, maybe, you know? Yeah, that's the issue. So the options are there, but you're just going to be like, yeah, but I'm an angel living in heaven. So why would I why would I, like, be exclusive with you, peasant? It's kind of like that. There's going to be one person that stands out. It could be someone younger or like very young at heart. They're going to make a real fight for it and like really pursue you. But I'm not sure that you're going to, like, here's the thing, like, that's the issue, you know. I'm not sure that anyone's going to be like, I mean, it's a good thing. It's going to be someone pursuing you. I think they're going to make you feel good, you know. Think they're going to make you feel scrumptious, but I don't see you necessarily giving anyone the time of day because they're not going to, it's just not the real deal. You may need to be, like, I see you having romances if you want them, but you're going to choose work over like a big love. There is a soulmate coming your way though, but it may be being delayed right now for some reason. David, I'm doing personal readings now, baby. Or another younger one. Let's see. May very well be him coming back. So he's like crowding your energy here. He's really trying to come back. Isn't that interesting? Who is this? Yeah, it's him. This is so funny. But I think there's another younger option because I did ask about a new thing. But it's confirmation for you that he will be trying to return. But this Page of Swords is also a new energy. So you may be dealing, with rejecting him, a new blah, blah, blah. But I think until I don't think you're going to want to necessarily spend that much time with, peasants until the fall anyway. Because you have other things to do. They may not be on your mind that much. But let's see. I think good things are coming, though. There's going to be worshipers. You're just not going to be that impressed. This douche flute, this is so weird. It's almost like he took the whole thing way harder than you did, despite of everything. Yeah, exactly. Stalking you. He took it real hard. He's I'll tell you, interesting. He's crowding the reading. I can't even see anything beyond him because there's Tower. You kicked him out. Disappointment. This is him. Two of Swords. Not knowing where to go right now. Not knowing how to proceed. Very much suspended energy. I think he intensively thinks about you. Good, no contact for 6 weeks. Listen, you took it hard, but trust me, he took it harder, even if he's not showing it. He's just a douche flute. They don't show it in the same way. He doesn't have the same vibrational human emotions, but he took it hard because it's coming through. Queen of Cups. You mourned this emotionally. You did the work, the emotional work. He hasn't because he's a douche flute. So he's stuck in that, energy. Let's see. Well, it's already not looking very good because he has so many regrets and he's stuck in this energy. Again, see, that already came through. 5 of Cups, mourning you, missing you. Boo-boos, I was just saying, TWCE, were you here when I was doing Carla's reading? I was like, this is textbook why tarot works. Because there were so many repeating cards, but look at this. It's like the tarot already answered your question. What's his karma? 5 of Cups, the Tower. We just had the spread. And the Knight of Cups. So here's the new card. Watch Carla's reading. It was awesome. It was that's a training video on tarot. But so is yours because it's the 2 cards just repeated. That's his karma, the Tower. The fact that you, losing you is the karma in itself. But he's also going to, it's almost like he goes from one destruction to another. And because he is a douche flute and he doesn't know how to love, that is his lesson. He is going to be unhappy for a long time until he understands to be grateful for the things that he has when it comes to love. He doesn't know how to pour into another person's cup of love. He only thinks about himself, spilt milk kind of mentality. He only thinks about what he can get out of the other person. He also has a tendency to feel sorry for himself. He's going to have more Tower moments coming towards him. Definitely in this Pluto, 6-month season, there's going to be another Tower moment coming towards him. One is the fact that he's going to reach out and you're going to reject him, but there's going to be more. It's in his, life in general, not just in love. Yeah, very selfish. It's like, you know, his lesson is about love, not to be selfish. He doesn't know how to be a knight in shining armor, princess in between. Like, he doesn't know how to be a knight in shining armor. He looks like a knight in shining armor, but he's like, he wants to be, you know, the one served, but the knight is meant to serve. He doesn't serve. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So he lacks the maturity of a King of Cups. And part of his karma is to one day know that you have found a King of Cups, a king. See, there's a soulmate, like there is a soulmate energy coming for you, like, you know, like a high vibrational soulmate. For some reason, I don't see him. He may come through. Maybe the tarot doesn't want to tell you that now, but he may not be coming through in the next 6 months. Oh, did I say that? Oh, but this is so funny because I really don't remember the readings that I mean, I remember the gist. I remembered you had a douche flute, but that's all. Yeah, he doesn't serve. He serves himself. That's what he knows how to do. A man will come and serve you. Maybe you need to give this man his karma now. That's how, you know, the only way to serve him is to give him his karma. Let's see what that tower is about. He's getting karma on something with the tower. It's more than just loving you. It is other stuff, like his world is falling apart. The Emperor. What is his situation? It's almost like he's getting like his comeuppance from a boss or a father figure or authority. A man in a position of authority or in authority itself is going to give him his comeuppance. Yeah, there you go. TWCE, there you go. Yeah, he's going to get shut down on business opportunity. Whatever, some kind of comeuppance here. He's going to be in like a long time feeling sorry for himself. He is his own karma. It's like, you know, flitting from one like love opportunity or one like little thing to another, and he doesn't look settled to me for a very long time, could be years. Oh, well, if she has like a daddy who's not into that, he's going to definitely shut him down. There's big consequences coming his way. You know? Or, you know, if the industry frowns upon it, something, this is a scandal too, you know, someone being uncovered, dethroned, stuff like that. It's like nothing is enough for him. He, you know, I think he thinks he deserves more than he has. Yeah, dating people with clout, that's the energy for sure. How can you serve me? What's in it for me? Because it's never enough. But he, you know, feeling sorry for himself. He's not ever to blame. He's going to come down. Oh, yeah, he's a public figure. He'll be coming down. There might be some kind of a public drama, like he might get involved in drama. An older man, authority figure or organization is going to bring him down in some way. That's his karma. There's an emperor coming for him. Could be, you know, a feminine energy too in this emperor, but someone with clout as well. More clout than him. More real power. His clout isn't power. What a douche flute. Let's see about the artistic, like of him. Let's look at your artistic pursuits. I feel like you're going to be very successful in your artistic pursuits because when I saw a delay in, you know, dating someone scrumptious, I saw also the Pisces energy in the Hanged Man. That's someone who's dedicating time to art, suffering for their art sometimes. Let's see. But delay doesn't mean, you know, maybe there's like some kind of an energy block on it right now so you can focus on your art. Yeah, you know, this is someone making those pursuits, someone taking steps forward in their venture. Tell me more, please. What about the recognition in art? Yeah, I see you being recognized. It may take, again, so this, because we're in this eclipse, a lot of this energy is going to be for the next 6 months, like the most potent. Queen of Wands, we get recognized for your art, absolutely. This is the time to create. She's a creator. Queen of Wands. The wands represent artists. Yeah, TWC, exactly. For now, the career is coming first, but that's good for you, because maybe your energy needs to manifest things in your career, and a man would get in the way of that. That happens to people all the time. There's times when a task needs to be performed, particularly if you walk in goddess energy. The goddess, gives you time of solitude, and it's interesting because next to her is the hermit. So the hermit is an artist who cloisters themselves away to do the magic or the art or the thing. Artists need solitude, and I see recognition because of the time you're dedicating in the solitude. Work through any stuff that you have with the douche flute as well through this art. And the Magician, you're manifesting absolutely recognition, appearing on a scene. Queen of Wands is definitely an artist who is seen and recognized. She's got that lioness energy here. It's spotlight. Definitely. It may also take, a little bit longer than you would like it to, as always, with recognition, but now is the time to work on that, for that to bring fruit forward into the future. It might take, you might be receiving some kind of recognition in Virgo season this year, or Virgo season next year, but the work needs to be put in now for that to happen. But I think immediately there's recognition anyway, so it's coming, maybe coming this summer. But like the big stuff that you want might take another year to manifest, but you got to work on it now. That's why you're in this hermitage. Okay, so let's see what goddesses are coming through. Yeah, everything in its own good time. What you're working on is important right now. And, maybe you got to work on it to help other people too. Okay, how to embrace this power. Queen of Wands is already coming through for you, how to embrace this power. So Queen of Wands is your archetype. So, it's about taking matters into your own hands, shining, glowing brightly. Lions and lionesses are coming through as, possible patrons for you, or guardians, lions and lionesses. Any god or goddess connected to lions. I would, also, with goddesses specifically, call one in who is connected to lions, or Google, the ones that come up. And if something resonates for you in terms of a name or an image, that might be important to you. One goddess I work with specifically, who is one of my deities that I associate with lions, is Inanna, also known as Astarte. And, she's that woman who always has time for, she goes through dating phases, also persecuting her husband, and, phases where she's doing her own adventures and her own work. So maybe, there's like some lessons here from Inanna about timelines. Oh, well, she is associated with the moon, Queen of Heaven. So, so lions and moon goddesses would be coming through for you. But let's see, Queen of Wands, whatever is coming, whatever you notice in the archetype of her, connect that to any goddess out there. Also fire, goddesses of fire, or goddesses associated with warmth. However, I don't know why that's coming up for me with warmth. Even destruction, Even Kali, maybe, I don't really work with that pantheon because it's also like a living religion, but I don't know, I just saw Kali before my eyes. Yeah, Bridget, for sure. It depends on who's calling you. Yeah, Inanna. Yeah, look her up. I don't work with that many different deities, but, Inanna comes to me. whoever is the Queen of Wands to you, I would say, is the goddess that is coming through. Okay, anyone underworld, fire, or the moon? So yeah, I would work with whatever comes to your mind, or whoever comes up. And, I feel like, with goddesses, the best way, I need to make a deck myself, actually, because I was thinking of doing that, because I don't work with a lot of pantheons, so I don't like drawing like names or cards for people. I work almost exclusively with like ancient Greek and kind of Mediterranean, Egyptian, kind of energies. That's kind of what I work with, also with some Norse stuff, but mainly only with Odin. That's my only other deity, because they come to me, I don't really come to them. But what I would do when you're looking for a goddess to work with is someone who comes up as the Queen of Wands. Take that imagery and meditate on it yourself and see what strikes you as most important for you in that card, like fire, a goddess who's a go-getter. This is the goddesses who are independent and have their own life. So, they're juggling men with work, basically, whatever it is, devouring mankind, or, whether it's like, running hell or something like that. So I would look up those types of things and then kind of backtrack with that and see what these different traditions that you're drawn to, what kinds of goddesses they have. And when you see the name or see the image, you will know it's her for you, any goddesses. Bridget is a great one. Any goddesses, that are about art and stuff like that. So Inanna, is another one. That's like, she loves artists and stuff like that. So if you're thinking Bridget, then she already chose you. If you're thinking about a deity a lot, they already chose you. And work with the Queen of Wands archetype. She's going to help you. Yeah, always trust your gut, your intuition. And, don't second guess yourselves, because you're thinking a name, you're thinking of someone, they've been on your mind, like they're also thinking of you. Like they choose you. We never choose them, they choose us. You can try and choose one, but if you see a god and you get like a feeling, or like, they chose you. You didn't choose them. So embrace your power through the Queen of Wands. The way to, she's that, liberated woman. She's like Inanna. Inanna is a very empowering archetype. She's one of the oldest goddesses that we actually know. The first piece of literature that we have written in the world that has an author who is signed is literature written about Inanna by her high priestess Inadwana in ancient Mesopotamia. The first author in the world is the priestess of Inanna, known author. So Inanna is a very empowering character, because she is that kind of like, she's always into trouble, getting into scrapes. She has her own journey. The first journey into the underworld, the journey of the hero, is actually comes through writings about Inanna. She's the OG hero, a woman, written by a woman. Anyways, so this may be quite empowering to you, maybe on your journey too. And not to say you need to work with her. She just always comes up for me, because that's the energy that I'm in all the time. But, I've always found her incredibly empowering in that way. And she's connected to lions, and the lion came up for you as an animal. So it might be helpful. And maybe, as always with these deities, doesn't mean you have to work with her. Maybe you need to look her up, and then some other name will come up, and that's the one that's meant to find you. They're all kind of synchronized in that way. You're just looking for signs to help guide you. Always trust your gut. All right, good Bill. So I hope that's helpful. Douche Flute is getting his comeuppance. All these beautiful, empowered women are coming through. There's a King of Cups who's going to find you soon enough. Good things are... You got options in love, though. You know, you got another guy coming through if you want him. But I think you're going to be self-actualizing more than anything. You're not going to be making decisions about men in the next 6 months. But, you know, further down the line, there's like, you know, things to, you know, scrumptious new little snacks to sample. You're more than welcome, TWCE. You're so scrumptious. All right. So we got the imaginary friend. Imaginary friend, are you still with me? Oh my gosh, boo-boos, thank you for being here with me. It's been like literally 5.5 hours in the live. I always say I'm not going to do another one like that. We're just going to sit there for 2 hours and say goodbye and like never. But you know what? Maybe I should just do that. Instead of like denying myself, I should just do like 2 big 6-hour lives like a week, and we're like 3 and that's it, instead of like trying to do short ones. All right. Eclipses. Okay. Imaginary friend. Also one of my favorite handles in the club. All right. The gang. I am a marathoner, not a sprinter. It is true. That is my entire life, actually. That's very good. That's very good, imaginary friend. What the fuck is going on? Best question ever in the history of tarot. Don't we all want to know, imaginary friend? Aw, thank you, Carla. Let's see. Please show me intros. What the fuck is going on? Okay. What the fuck is going on? For imaginary friend. Oh, a lot of stuff is okay, imaginary friend. I don't want to freak you out, but something's already happening, so that's what you're asking about. A lot of stuff has fallen down around you. There's some broken hearts. People being very defensive. Yeah, it is a lot of drastic stuff going on. Whatever pops up, you got the Tower. We started with the Tower. Also, you know, Pluto is informing you in this eclipse. The Tower, an unexpected breaks. Everything is falling apart. It's not just you. It's like people around you. Yep, okay. Broken hearts. I wonder if this is about you or like someone you know, but let's see. Let me get the other deck out. So who is this Tower for? Please show me. It's like more than one person affected. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Imaginary friend, what star sign are you? Everything all at once, yeah. You feel destabilized by, you know, all these energies. The Pluto eclipse is telling you to let it go. Whatever is falling and crumbling now, it's because it's meant to be let go. The Tower is serious on this. That is always the message of the Tower. If it's falling, let it fall. You can't prevent this. There's nothing you can do about it. It would just prolong the heartbreak. What is this heartbreak about? Aquarius. Yeah, so you're coming up as the Knight of Swords, baby. You know, you're very smart, imaginary friend. This is like... This is your power, that you're very smart and your communication is on point. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe your job is about communication. You're like, you know, you work with your mind and your mouth. Sorry, but you know what I mean. You're welcome. You work with your mind. You're like a princess of swords. The intellect. Your intellect will save you. You're going to figure a way out of whatever. Okay, let's see what the heartbreak is about. Whatever trouble is happening, you're going to talk your way out of it, or you're going to think your way out of it. But yeah, it seems like a lot. Let's see. Please show me the Three of Swords. The heartbreak is about a person, the Empress. So, you know, gender is arbitrary. Empress, Emperor, anyone in between. But the heartbreak is about a relationship. Someone is moving on. Let that person go. Or you need to move on. The Psycho Virgo. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's understood, right? The Psycho Virgo. The tarot is saying to let them go. Virgo broke your heart by turning away from you or showing their back to you when you needed them. You ghosted. Oh, so it's the other way around. So they feel heartbroken that you turned your back to them. Okay, so you're still getting... Let them go. Oh, you switch roles, yeah. Let them... Imaginary friend, the advice is to let this person go because they caused you heartbreak. And, you know, Tower energy is a lot of stuff crumbling. You may feel like you're not moving forward as well, like with your goals in life right now. And that's going to change. There's good news coming your way, the Eight of Wands, so don't worry. Whether it's like your money or career, there's good news coming your way. You just got to keep the faith. This is a time to hold on to your money as well, or hold on to yourself, you know, like gather your strength, gather your energies for the future. Four of Pentacles. Build a future. You're building for a future. You rely on yourself only. Definitely not on the Psycho Virgo. Okay, let's see. Do you want to get some advice on the legal decision, baby? Yeah, Virgo cannot be relied. Exactly. The answer from the tarot was Queen of Cups. Your intuition is already telling you what to do. Just make sure that you're not crying over spilled milk, or you're too nostalgic, or, you know, too emotionally attached to the decision. Like, or, you know, the legal outcome and legal proceedings. But your intuition already told you what to do. You already know what you need to do, what kind of decision to make. Oh, the Moon Lawyer, yeah. Let's see. Should my baby fire the lawyer? What should my baby do about the Moon Lawyer? Yeah, I would say... Yeah, absolutely. You should totally put yourself first. If it's going to be a hassle, I wouldn't even fire the Moon Lawyer, you know, as long as they're doing their job. But you might want to move on from them, the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles, you know. it may be, you know, the correct business decision to fire the moon lawyer. But then what about the next lawyer? The other lawyer that you get is going to be the devil. So, I mean, it's going to be a good lawyer because it's the devil's advocate. But, you know, make sure that it's not, you know, make sure you don't switch the moon lawyer to too much of a tricky lawyer. But it's going to be a strong lawyer. You can get a stronger legal team, basically, than the one you're dealing with now. But if you feel like it's going to be so much hassle that it's just going to be a whole big drama, whatever your intuition is telling you. LOL. You don't want any more devils? I think, however that resonates for you. I would just say, you know, if I were to hire a lawyer and I got the devil, I would get that lawyer because that's what I want in a lawyer. You know, you don't want an angel. You don't want the archangel Michael to be your lawyer. You want this guy to be your lawyer. But you know, careful because yeah, might be a temptation here. Yeah, it's your instinct, exactly. If it's your instinct to fire the moon lawyer, then fire. Because ultimately, the tarot is saying, Queen of Cups, you already know what you need to do. Your intuition already is telling you. Your intuition is on point. Do what you got to do. Follow your psychic intuition and then move on. And then you might get, you know, a lawyer. One of your options is going to be a devil lawyer. You'll know it when you meet them. And if you don't want to deal with that energy, that's fine. You'll get another lawyer. Oh, the devil equals the Virgo. Yeah, because you don't want to be tied to the Virgo. If you don't like the energy from the Virgo and if you don't feel comfortable them representing you, fire, because, you know, your intuition is telling you that for a reason. Your intuition is like this for a reason. Let me get a little sigil card for you. Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. See? Prosperity coming your way, imaginary friend. So whatever decisions you make, it's kind of like, you know, prosperity will find you. And those are good decisions for now. This could be a sigil you might want to use in manifesting prosperity and good decisions, you know, good outcomes in your legal proceedings and stuff like that. So take a note of this sigil. Here you go, baby. And at the bottom of the deck, insight. See, yeah, insight, going within, you know, the eye here. Another sigil you could be using for making the right decisions for yourself and allowing your inner voice to inspire your present reality. Insight. This sigil apparently opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. There you go. Yes, honey, exactly. You don't settle on a lawyer you don't like. Imaginary friend, I wouldn't say throw everything away right now because that's your decision, but the tower says if something is falling or crumbling, don't stop it because you can't. It's not saying to throw things away. It's just saying not to try and save something that's, you know, a sinking ship because it's still going to sink. It's like hopeless cases. Oh, that's interesting. Your third eye is tickling. So, you know, and there's a third eye opening. So, you know, that's opening for you. Insights are coming your way, my baby. So that's your confirmation. Your third eye, your intuition, you know, all of this is telling you what to do already. Don't throw things away, but those things that are trying to throw themselves away, allow them to. So, you know, if something's causing trouble or something's falling down and crumbling, just, you know, let it crumble, baby. Pluto, you know, today is the eclipse in Scorpio. Pluto, Scorpio says, you know, when some death must come, you know, figuratively speaking, of course, like, you know, something's trying to die, let it. And sometimes you have to, you know, kill off a part of yourself too, like the scorpion. The imaginary friend. Your instinct is to burn it all down. I wouldn't actively be burning it all down, but I would be accepting when the building catches on fire that you need to leave the building. This is the wisdom coming your way today, baby. Not retaliate, but let it go. Let it fall. You know, because there's nothing you can do about it. There's two types of people in the world, you know, those that spill, like, you know, a glass of wine on, you know, I don't know, on a white carpet, who, you know, let it go because it already happened and that's it. You just put some salt on it and hope for the best. And those who stress about it for the next year and see the stain and like go crazy. It already happened. Nothing you can do about it. So that's what I'm talking about, you know, let things crumble, let them fall. Yeah, me too, but Bill, oh no, like I'm the former, actually, not the latter. I just, like, you know, it's already happening. But you'll be fine. You got this beautiful Queen of Cups here, baby. You know, like, imaginary friend, you have all the intuition. You know everything already. Your intuition is already telling you everything you need to know. You already have the knowledge. So trust yourself. Yeah, it's hard to make peace with that. Oh, you got stung? Oh my God, by a scorpion in your boo-boo by in Joshua Tree. This is so iconic. And you wanted to retaliate. Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, imaginary friend. Well, thank you for your question, baby. I'm just gonna do and thank you for being here and coming to the lives, imaginary friend. You're so scrumptious, and I didn't realize you had a run-in with a scorpion. Oh, vampire. Oh, it's so sweet. But, you know, maybe that was your rite of passage. Now Pluto is protecting you. All right, Bibbies. So I don't think Anjali is with us, but if you are with us, my baby, I'm doing your question last. Okay. We are doing Jay's current feelings on Jay's a Capricorn. Oh, Anjali, you're here. Oh my God, perfect timing. Oh, I'm so happy. Good, good, good. We did this like this. Let's see what Jay is up to. Let's see what he's up to. Let's see what he came up with. All right. What's up with Jay? Please show me angels. What is up with Jay? I think Jay has, like, okay, we'll see. Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. There's something about Jay that's, like, kind of coming through just for today. Immature, like, a little extra message for you. Immature. It's a little bit immature. It's a little bit stupid. Sorry. He is, though. Okay, so let's see. Jay, please show me angels, the Jinn and the Jen. Oh my God, so many mixed feelings and messages. Hey babies, sorry about that. I think I got disconnected there for a second. Okay, let me tell you this. Currently, the energy for Jay is he is conflicted in his feelings. He's got the Ace of Cups for you. He loves you. The love is still there, and the Seven of Pentacles. He's assessing the situation because he is kind of immature and selfish, and he wants to know what's in it for me. He's mad at you. He's still mad at you. He's still thinking about like, what you said, what you did, the things you didn't do, all of that stuff. He's very like he keeps a tab on things. Very tit for tat. I'm just the video card. Yeah, on and off connection. Yeah, fallout. Tit for tat. Oh, but then she's done. But really, he loves you. He'd love to have a new beginning with you. But he's very petty, very immature and petty. I don't care how old he is. I know people in their 70s who are like that, Ace of Wands, that's how he sees you, okay? It may just be that he's like, missing you, like he misses you a lot, and I think he fantasizes about you because like the desperation is real. He also, again, 2 aces here, so he sees you as, a new beginning here. If it's on and off, he wants to have another on. And I think he just like misses you in the biblical sense, like Adam missed Eve kind of thing. Like he misses you. In his intentions, he wants to show you and prove to you he can move forward without you to show you because he's petty. It's like, I'll show I don't need you. You know what I mean, Bill? How's that resonating in Jolly? He's like, I'll show it. King of Cups, what he's actually going to do, he is going to reach out. Maybe a Cancer season. I don't know what the previous energy was. I can't remember now. If we did a reading, if the timing came out, but maybe Cancer season, like at some point, this Bibu is going to reach out. He's very much in his feelings, but he buries them. So like, he like keeps a lot to himself. On the outside, maybe he doesn't seem so emotional, but he's actually very sensitive and emotional. He might have Scorpio placements in key places. Scorpio or Cancer, there's a lot of emotionality to him. A lot of water like buried deep within him, brewing and stewing. He's very, very petty. So funny. He is petty. So his intention is like, no, I'm not going to reach out. I'm not going to reach out. But he's actually going to reach out. If you don't reach out to him. Let him come to you. The Magician, he's going to manifest at some point in your life. Cancer, maybe Leo season. But, with the timings, it is always, as I always say, psychic timing. So that's a bit of a slippery slope. But he's coming through. For sure. And I think this, Plutonic eclipse is probably bringing some things forward for him. It's like he's trying to like move forward, but Pluto's bringing him down, down to the ground because he can't like in his logical mind. He's like, I need to be over it. I need to never do this again. But like actually his heart and like his entire being and body is like, I'm going to reach out. He'd love to show you though and not. But it's a Capricorn thing too. Capricorns are very difficult to deal with. No, I'm just kidding. But it's like true. Bye, imaginary. Bye, Sunny Bill. Bye, baby. Yeah, he doesn't express much. Oh, trust me, Capricorns are very sensitive inside and they never let things go. If there's like one type of people, and again, it's like a generalization and whatever, but it depends on his other placements. But Capricorn energy, I sometimes like they can't let go more than Scorpio. When, a specific type of Capricorn will like hold on to you more so than that. Yeah, deep. Oh, they're extremely sensitive. They need to feel important that he didn't maybe feel important or something like that. It's hurt pride for sure. So it takes a lot for a Capricorn to apologize. They want to be important. He'll be circling back around. As to the full commitment, let's see. He's gonna try, but I think he's like, do you want a full commitment from him specifically? It's gonna be a struggle. Did we do this reading before where like this card came through, the strength card, struggling. This is you and this is him, taming the beast. Page of Wands and Page of Cups. He's gonna try, but he's almost like his immaturity is gonna get the better of him. And again, it doesn't matter the age, it's just, toxic masculinity or something. Or toxic traits. Yeah, he pushes everything aside. Yeah. I think he's going to try and give you some kind of commitment. But the question is, do you want that kind of commitment? Is he capable of even delivering? Make sure you get the right person for the job is all I'm going to say. I mean, yeah, it will be a struggle. This is the point. But, I mean, he thinks you're scrumptious. It's funny because he fights with himself. He doesn't want to be the one to come back and reach out. He doesn't want to be, he would much prefer for you to do all the work. And he tells himself he's not going to come back. That's why it maybe, it takes a while between like the on and off. But he will, because it's stronger than him. Because he's latched himself onto you. Don't reach out first. Let him come to you. Look, I mean, psychic timing, it may take him a longer time, but don't let him, don't let him do that. Capricorn needs to be put in this place. You belong to the goddess. You're the Taurus energy. And, oh, by the way, happy birthday to Bill whenever your birthday is coming up. You belong to the goddess, not him. He belongs to the devil, frankly, in the tarot. To Saturn, my daddy. Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks in the off. It may take longer now. Let him, good. Let him wonder. They don't, he's not going to want to, lose this energy because he's, conflicted. But, you put him down a peg or two. Maybe he needs that. Let's get a little sigil card for you, for your overall energy, my baby. Yeah, don't let him win. He's going to try and win. The sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune, Bibil. Look, you're so fortunate. This is a sigil you might want to be working with right now, Bibil, if you are sigil-y minded, if you like manifesting through magic and stuff like that. The sun, you're like the center of attention. You have so many options, not just in love, but in life in general. Things are coming your way, prosperity, scrumptiousness. Now is the time to really put the attention on yourself. I feel like he likes the attention on him, or at least he likes to have the upper hand. Capricorns love power. So, and, because they're the devil in the zodiac, not the zodiac, sorry, in the tarot, they're the ones who represent the chains that bind forever. Like Capricorn lets nothing go, trust. They're the devil. But now is the time to put the sunlight on yourself, the spotlight, the sunlight. The sun wants to find you. So, don't let him drag you down into his little underworld. You flourish while he's gone, in the off, you flourish. You put yourself out there. You be scrumptious. Who cares? Let him stew downstairs, in his chains until it's time to come back up. Breaking bad habits, interesting that I just mentioned Capricorn and the devil. Maybe he's just toxic for you. It's something to think about. Is he just a toxic addition to your life? It's someone who's going to try and give you commitment. And Capricorns naturally are all about commitment. But there might be aspects to him that are just unsustainable. Yeah, the on and off is draining. Yeah. I understand. So it's like, I mean, you can play with him. He's like obsessed with you as well, you know, like he is obsessed with you. But the issue is like, is he helpful in your life? Is he making your life better, easier? You know, even if it's non-committal, even if you decide you don't want a commitment from him because he's not good at it, you know, like what is he actually contributing to your everyday? Is he like improving your work life, making you feel scrumptious, and the off it's draining, you know? So it's like, you know, how are you managing things in your life with regards to him? How is he contributing to your domain, you know, your sacred domain that is your life, your empire? Is he, you know, a hindrance, or is he a boost? How's that resonating, Jolly? Just, you know, think about yourself. Think about number one with him. I don't see a scenario where he doesn't come back. It might just be prolonged and outstretched because stubbornness. All the horned ones, as you know, the bull, Aries, Capricorn, all the horned ones are very stubborn. Not as stubborn as the fixed signs, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. So Taurus got it twice. But the other horns too, they never expect us to be as stubborn as we really are as fixed signs. It's been my experience. Whenever I've had a run-in with an Aries or a Capricorn, they always think that they're more stubborn, and then they find out. You can't move me, but Bill. All right, I'm just going to wait for Anjali to let me know if this is resonating and if there's anything else I can do for you. And then I'm going to log off. I'm just going to check if there's any outstanding questions because sometimes they come in last minute. No, I don't think so. Let me just double check, baby. Thank you, everyone, for coming, my babies. I love you. Yeah, he's stubborn, too. You're most welcome, baby. Okay, Anjali. Wonderful. All right, my babies. So it was lovely to see you. Yeah, Joe is here tonight, baby. It was lovely to see everyone. Thank you for those of you who stayed for 6 hours in this 6-hour live. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks to everyone for coming. And yeah, we'll be doing Saturday Night Live tomorrow. We'll be starting around this time. And then we'll see what else happens. But yeah, I love you, my babies. I'm going to go sleep it off. Yeah, welcome to morning. I'm going to go sleep it off. I love you. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized. And may the angels protect you in this eclipse season. Love you, baby.